Suis-je assez digne d'un bonheur et d'une chaleur éphémère? La vie m'amène les âmes avec véhémence, mais elle offre parfois des pièces par clémence. Je ne devrais pas exister. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et où lancer de cette pièce je céderai ou je résiste? Se libérer de ces fils n'est qu'une utopie pour une marionnette. Ton cœur et le sang des rats véloques d'apportera la solution. Je refuse d'entendre le son du glas. Je veux que les pensées se tournent vers moi. Je crois en moi, je serai mon propre maître. Je m'en remets au destin, car il incarne ma volonté. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et où lassé de cette pièce je céderai ou je résiste à tous ces préceptes prétentieux? Je tournerai et déchirerai la page de mon. Quel sera mon choix entre le chemin d'épines et celui de rose? Et au lancer de ces pièces je céderai ou je résiste. Mon destin se pliera à ma volonté. Quant à moi, je suis dorénavant mon propre maître, propre maître. Oh death, I own my fate. Life, oh death, I set my fate.
Yo, hello. Yeah, I also thought I wasn't going to stream till I moved, but I forgot that we were doing the Proxy podcast. So today is the last stream until we move, because I literally pack everything up. I'm packing everything up right after we finish this stream. Like, as in packing, well, I have most of my stuff already packed up. By packing up, I mean I'm disassembling my desk. My entire desk setup will not exist after this stream. So, yeah. How do you forget that? It's been a hectic week. It has been a hectic week. I am going to play FNAF. Yes, I am going to play the new FNAF game. I am. I think it's actually going to be the second stream once we move. Because the first stream we do when we move is going to be reacting to the anniversary of like all the fan works for Zenless. And then legitimately, I think the second stream is going to be playing the new FNAF game. I want to stream it. I want to stream it so bad. I really, really do. Where are you moving to? Yeah, let me dox myself real quick. No, I'm still staying in Texas. I'm actually not going to be too far from where I currently am. 5 nights at Vanities, exactly. Exactly. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Hopefully you've had a good day. If not, why? I think Age is still finishing. I literally just got off work, so sorry that I look so not good. I think Age is still finishing Lost Void right now on her stream. Dude, look, my hair looks so bad right now. Age is finishing Lost Void, and then we're gonna be doing the podcast. But Josh is already waiting in VC, so let's not let him stay alone, shall we? Let's join. Let's join Jeshua. Hello? Oh, he's deafened. Oh my god, he's deafened. I woke up 2 hours ago and I'm eating curry ramen. Oh my god, and you're not sharing with me? What the Ask him why he snubbed Soldier 11. Oh my god, I'm so tired. You mean during the award show? Pineapple pizza? Ew. Who's dissing who's dissing pineapple on pizza? Literally everyone that breathes oxygen. So freak. Nice Astro background music. Dude, I agree. I agree. It's so good. Did you see my post about level 35 temple? I think I did, and you're insane. You're actually insane. My temple is still, like... Actually, I think I just got to 20. We don't have a food channel with Discord? I don't think we do. We can add one. Level 40? Your temple is level 40? When we're doing a mukbang? I hate eating on stream, so literally never. I don't understand the temple. Basically, just look at what you need to do to level up, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, when you need to, we need to just do like regular selling stuff. Basically, whatever you're crafting, just set that as you're selling. That way it's infinitely crafting while you're selling it. What's going on? Oh, dude, we're doing a new episode of the Proxy podcast today. We're just waiting on everyone to get here. Oh, Josh Undeafened. Hello? Oh, wait. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Have you been calling my name the whole time? Hold on, let me fix this.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you now. Hello.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. Was I just talking over you the entire time?
No, I literally just undeafened.
Oh, okay.
Like
Perfect.
2 seconds ago, so you're fine.
Amazing, amazing. Chat. Josh, just start rambling. Chat, how's
Hello, everybody.
How's the audio balance? We good? Josh, good?
Yeah, are we doing all right? Doing all right, folks?
Should be good. Josh is actually, I think you might be a little loud. Let me turn you down a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, I'm too loud.
Yeah,
I tend to be too loud sometimes. I realize that I might be a little bit too loud. Should I lower my input?
Actually, no. Don't do anything on your side. You're good on your side. It's just I have different headphones on right now, so the audio balancing is a little bit different.
Oh no, I feel it. Okay, let me add Mr. JSTERN. Because Discord is acting up like a motherfucker.
Well,
so...
apparently, Age wasn't wrong. I guess there's a lot of stuff that is just, like, acting up today on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, the internet's pretty wonky today. Which I mean, I'm surprised it took this long.
Oh, Google API was down?
Oh, hello?
Yo,
hi.
hello. What's up?
Sorry for being a little late. I was
We'll never
finishing
forgive you.
The Lost Void. Listen. The Lost Void. Okay?
Did you finish it?
Yeah. Because I almost tried to finish it before the podcast because I know you guys want to talk about it. So yeah, we just finished it.
Yeah, I literally want to ask you right now on your opinions on it.
Whoa.
I know. I'm waiting.
Not just like, wait, save it.
I'm waiting. I don't want to, but I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Mr. JSTERN 25.
What time is it? Okay,
is he asleep?
Steal my question.
I don't know.
Oh. Well,
if they don't answer in the next 30 minutes, we can still host.
Is he still alive?
But...
I saw he was alive earlier.
No, No, he was. Yeah, he was live like way earlier though.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, if he is like off and stuff, we could just do the podcast today and host the next one with JSTERN as well.
Yeah, I think today also just like the connection stuff, it just kind of fucked
Yeah.
everything up.
Chat, say,
Yeah.
when did my bald goat get invited? This is so criminal.
Oh wait, do you guys want to do the shared thing first though?
Oh, the knock knock.
No, never.
Nah. Oh damn. Chat,
Yeah.
you guys heard it here first, folks. He hates you.
Yeah, no sharing chats.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he hates
Hate
you.
is,
So
hate is
guys,
a strong word, guys.
listen. Don't you know I hate Zenless?
Oh, Google API took it down. That's so crazy.
Oh,
How did the
interesting.
Google API go
really?
down? Yeah, that's
I
why
heard it was the
everything
cloud,
crashed.
The cloud server.
I guess.
I heard it was the cloud server thingy.
Me
Like
don't know anything.
Cloudflare. That's the one. Sorry, I was trying to think of it.
Cloud
Flare.
Flare. Me who knows exactly what that is. Yes.
Me don't
It's basically, you
know.
know how when you go to a lot of sites, sometimes you'll have that like loading thing where it's like checking Cloudflare's connection before it loads the site.
No.
Oh well, a lot of sites use that apparently.
Bro did not pack. Bro, yes I did. You should see. I have an.
Huh?
I literally have. I'm moving. I have an entire storage that's filled to the brim of stuff. The only thing that's left is literally the only thing that's left is my bed and then my desk. All those clothes are being thrown into a box like right after stream.
Wait, accept. I knocked.
Oh, freak. Sorry. I don't pay attention.
Oh no, it's okay. How dare
Oh,
you? I
wait.
can't believe
Actually,
that.
no. Actually, no. It's not my fault. Twitch never shows it
Virtual
to me.
cam.
So I need to go to your
Yeah, Twitch
your
be kind of
channel.
monka. I mean, I think.
Actually, no, it's
Do you
not my
open
fault.
Twitch chat specifically, or do you only have a multi-chat?
No. I only have multi-chat through StreamerBot.
Okay, there it is.
I'm currently using just my freaking Streamlabs. Because Streamlabs like will compile the
Oh,
chat,
wait.
so I just have the widget popped out, which is
Yeah.
kind of scuffed because I can't actually like do anything.
Yeah, StreamerBot
But-
compiles it for me too, which is nice. Who's the host of the Knock
Mm.
Knock? Is it Age or Josh?
I think it's Josh.
Okay,
Oh?
it
Oh,
might
really?
be.
Wait, what?
It might be Josh.
I just because wait, the knock knock just got
Monka.
canceled. Okay, hold up.
Monka.
Hold up, what's going on?
Hold up now.
Oh, I think I just started one and invited you. What's that? Not right now, but I'll probably have some later. Tacos.
Monka.
Tacos? Oh my god, tacos sound so good.
Tacos does sound so good. Did you get my
I love
invite, Age?
tacos. I had. Oh wait, I just did. 1 second. Accept.
Let's go.
Yippee! Here, wait, let me.
Also,
change the
Rose, we like
title.
just started. You literally actually we haven't even started the podcast, so you've missed nothing.
I don't know if I'm accepted or not.
Why am I? Oh,
Or if I-
Age, I'm gonna
I
need you
don't
to
know.
mute yourself on the knock knock.
Oh, what? Why didn't mute? Sorry. usually starts muted. That's so weird. I literally just now
No.
started one, and it was muted.
I just
What the
spilled
heck?
tea on
Why did it turn off? Oh,
Oh, there he goes.
there he goes. I mean, he spilled tea on he. I'm just listening to the temple music, and it's so nice.
Wait, real quick. Do you see me in the knock?
Let me see. No.
Can you add me one more time? Try to add me.
Oh, sure. Invite guests?
Yeah.
I can try to invite you too, if it doesn't work.
Wait, how do I invite? Oh, there. Send invite. Action already taken. Host or another mod just performed that action.
Okay,
Monka.
well, I did not. Sure.
Monka.
Let me go.
Oh, it says
Oh, wait,
added
it
me
said-
to favorites.
I have added two
I-
favorites. I cannot.
Yeah, me too.
I requested to not.
Joined. Yay, yippee.
Are you
Oh,
in
there we
here?
go. Are you
I'm
in?
here.
Oh, let's
Join the call.
go.
Chats, are we united?
Maybe. Share chat. I'm not in control of it.
I mean, I see no messages right now, but
I
that
think-
could just be.
I think it might be on Az's side actually.
Are we? Oh wait, no, we. I don't. No, we aren't.
we're not- we're
We
not
aren't
linked
connected.
yet.
Oh, it's because we didn't start the wait. It's because we didn't start the shared chat yet.
Ha!
Doopsie.
As
Yeah.
us to start the shared chat.
Hold on. Jeez.
There we go. There we go. We are merged.
Please.
We
There we go. There
we are
go.
one. We are one.
We are now one. We have united. It's okay. This was exactly as intended.
Chat, I'm tired. Well, wake up, Sarbomb. Wake up. We got a podcast to do.
Hey, everyone's here. Let's go. Chat, is this real? All right. So, how's your day been?
Oh, me?
I mean, as is wiping tea, I think. So.
Hey, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. I had chicken curry.
Oh, that sounds so
lunch.
good. What the heck?
Indian
Also,
chicken
what's up?
curry.
Hi. I had dumplings
Nice.
and like a few veggies for lunch. Dude, my stomach today though. Oh, actually, before stream I was struggling. I had tummy ache. I had to go to the
Oh
bathroom
no.
3
Oh
times.
no. Oh no.
Honestly, even like when I started stream, it was like kind of iffy, but I
Yeah.
think I've distracted myself enough that my body is currently more focused on the stream and not the tummy, so it's no longer bothering me. But you know,
I've
fingers
No,
crossed.
I
knock
feel
on
it, but then like when you get off of stream and you wind down, your body starts to like be like, "Hey, remember when you were feeling bad?" Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna double down and like make you feel really bad about it.
Yeah. It's crazy
Oh.
because it's so funny. Because sometimes before I start stream, I'm so exhausted. I actually have no energy. I'm going to be literally worst streamer NA because I will not be saying anything. But then I start stream, I say hi to chat, and then I just turn into a different person.
Yeah, the adrenaline really like
Right.
kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how it always goes. It's how it should always go too.
And then it's endless yapping. As it always is.
Okay, start virtual camera. Virtual camera, go.
Oh, true. I should do that.
As is the blue shirt guy on TikTok.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what that means. My hair looks
I don't know what
so
that
bad
means.
today. It was so humid.
Oh no.
Where's my
I didn't
where's
go
my
outside, so-
savior? Hold on.
I in fact did not go outside today. So.
Unfortunately, I have my classic 9 to 5.
Oh gosh.
Do you have
wait,
a
give me
do you
second.
have
Yeah.
a real job, Age?
I did, and then I quit it. to try to
So do you do content full time?
currently, yeah.
Dude.
I should work
Hell
harder,
yeah.
Hooters.
That's amazing.
but
Wait.
yeah.
There you go.
Show all participants.
I did not do such a thing, Dean. I did not
Trigger
confirm
warning
that I liked
job.
it yesterday. Trigger warning job is so real. No, because
Okay, there we go.
yeah, I mean my previous job environment was not great.
Oh,
My
where
boss
did
was
you
kinda crazy,
where did you
honestly.
work? Give the exact location. I'm kidding, please don't.
Okay, I worked at 365
Mhm.
Young Street.
Young Street.
Young.
No, wait, that's
Young
actually the
Street.
biggest street. No, that's
Uh-huh.
actually the biggest street in my city.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where 365 is,
whoa.
but
Well,
no, I
think
mean
we're
I know
getting
everyone
too
knows
much information
where
here.
what city I'm in, so it's fine.
Okay, fair.
Age's
know.
previous job is full
I mean, I
of
worked there
furry
for a long time.
suits.
No, that would have been better actually
Monka.
than my previous boss. But it's fine. It was a learning experience, you know. You're gonna have to work in lots of different environments throughout your life, so.
Talks to a random person's house. Yeah, just give a random address. That's the best way to do it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if they're even awake.
Did you give the right time zone or like time thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
I specified, but you know, it's fine.
It happens. It happens.
It happens. It do be okay.
So,
Yeah, but also like they're in a different time zone than
yeah.
us, right?
A
They're in the-
crazy different time zone, right?
yeah, they should be in the EU time zone, so they're low-key, they're probably like getting ready to like, or if they haven't already, they're
Oh,
they're,
EU
like,
time zone?
Yeah,
EU is like +6, +7, no? So
like
wait,
7
It's
and
like-
8.
so it's
Yeah,
like 12
so
or
it's
1
like
a.m.
it's like 12 or 1 a.m. their time.
Yeah, it's like 1
literally
2 a.m. right now.
Mine, like yeah. So Monka.
Heard the word job, so I
Um,
delayed coming. You know the TikTok trend, the animation thing, where it's like job application, and it's a song,
Whoops.
like work like a job application. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. No,
No,
I don't go TikTok.
bruh, chat. Surely you know what I'm talking about.
I just found about Aaron Yeager.
What you just found
Like from
out
Attack on
about?
Titan,
You
Aaron
just
Yeager?
found out he exists.
What did you?
No. I found about Aaron Yeager, the tax. I don't even know what the official name of it is. Here, hold up. Let me pull it up. Yeah. Hold on.
As confirmed, Zoomer.
Bro
I'm-
sent the Titans and now he's sending
Bro,
the tax.
Here, hold on,
I'm not a
hold on.
Zoomer, but I will
Tax
play the
collectors?
song. Because I know I sent one to BB. I need to find it.
Ohio. Hi, my name is Aaron Yeager. I'm a freelance business consultant based in Akron, Ohio. Tip of the day, if you need a fax service, you don't have a fax machine or you don't want to buy one, check out srfax.com. So it's about 12 to me. Hi, my name is
Yeah. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Aaron Yeager. I'm a freelance business consultant based in Akron, Ohio.
I
just
have
here
never
to
once seen
give
that.
some resident-
This is what I was talking about. Hopefully it won't cut out. You've never heard that?
Bro, we are on so different parts of TikTok.
You've
It's crazy.
never heard that?
That's crazy. I've
Surely
never heard
Chad-
that ever,
surely
bro.
Chad has heard that.
I've never heard that ever.
You guys are on different parts of TikTok. I'm just not on TikTok.
You don't go on TikTok at all?
No, not really. I only go on TikTok to post, which I haven't done in a long
Wow.
time. So.
Honestly, good for your
Usually,
mental.
if I'm watching
good for your
stuff,
mental.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, what the?
As to Gen Z.
I'm usually just on YouTube. Just on YouTube.
I'm not even too Gen Z.
Personally.
I'm not that. How old are you guys? I'm not even that much younger. Am I even?
I'm older than Naz.
I'm the oldest here. Right?
Are you?
How old are you?
Yeah. Just turned 28.
Okay. Age, how old
Wait.
are you?
Wait, are we the same age, Josh? Like this year you turned 28.
Yeah.
97?
Oh. I am
What?
a lot, I am a lot younger than I thought.
Wait, Josh, we're the same age.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh.
I thought you were like 27, 26.
Oh,
I guess we never talked about.
No,
it.
I am 27. What are you talking about? I
Oh
am.
no, you're 21 actually. 21. Excuse me.
I'm
21.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
No, I'm literally. No, I'm.
Oh,
No, I know.
Oh,
when that said
God.
that, I was like, whoa.
Oh God, wait till you're 25. Oh, it hits you like a
It
brick.
happens this year.
Oh, it hits you like a brick, bro.
When you hit
Holy-
25, you go through like
Let
5
me
existential
tell you.
crises.
Holy. You don't
That's so
think it
funny.
does, but then you'll slowly start to realize, and you're like,
Are you telling me that this next year is gonna be
You're
my
like, oh,
worst
God.
year of my life?
You're like, oh god,
You're not worse.
I'm crossing
You're
the
not worse.
threshold.
There is a threshold that you hit. Yeah.
But then after that, you just kind of get over it. And you're like, oh. The next,
and you're smooth
the next
sailing.
threshold is 30.
Yeah.
No,
which you
not
guys
you.
are
I
apparently nearing.
No. I think threshold's like 30, 32,
Oh my
33
goodness.
actually.
Oh really?
I think, yeah.
Hmm.
Like it's kind of weird to say, but like I think from what I would have had conversation with my friends who are, you know, past their 30s now, they're like, yeah, 30, I was still feeling it. And now I'm 30, 33, 34. I'm like, oh.
Freak.
It's like you got a second
No,
wind
it's
at
crazy.
30.
Oh, well, that's the wrong one.
30s is the new 20s. Yeah, I agree.
It actually is though.
Oh god. Why is my thing lagging?
You
my
hit
Twitch just started
25
bugging.
and your back starts sounding like the shackling prison from HSR. That's a good
Oh my
one.
god.
Yikes.
By the way, just so you know,
Don
chat,
on
I
gaming.
do not think that 28 is old. Literally all of my friends are like 27, 28. That is like, I consider that my age.
I'm so young and
That's
spry,
not-
guys. Come on, man.
That is not old.
We're youthful. We're in the prime of our youth.
Yes, exactly.
So for now, let's go with the assumption that we're not getting JSTERN today, which is okay. I know it's like incredibly late, so we're gonna have to, you know, catch him at a better time. But we still have a lot of topics to go through. So are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, give me 1 second. I'm getting the Subian Temple BGM theme 1 hour,
Oh, send that to me.
so I can close the. Oh yeah.
Send it to me.
Here, I
No,
got you
actually,
too.
wait. Does anyone have the 1 hour cinema music? That's that one's the peak. Last night we saw that last night, or he did the was it?
Oh, from the
yesterday?
movie event.
The movie
I
event.
haven't done it yet.
Oh,
but
Oh
I've
my
seen it.
god, it's so good. It's literally so good.
I'm excited to play it. Apparently, some of the voice lines are wild.
The one, yeah. There was one for Astra that I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? This is not a movie.
No, I saw like one like screenshot of that exact one screenshot of everyone screenshotting about Asher Yao. She's not even watching the movie, man. She's not even watching the movie.
Yeah, she's doing something else.
Wait, no, it's not this one. Chat, does anyone have a link to the music that plays like when the movie is actually playing? Too loud? Shh. I'll fix it. Like the one that's just super chill.
Apparently in Asia, everyone's falling for Astra. People are crazy for her. If they weren't
I mean, I
already,
can understand
For what?
for Astra,
for Astra.
Oh, yeah.
she is our Kanto queen.
Oh, here we go. Is this it?
Mhm. Oh my god, speaking of Cantor though,
This is it. There we
the
go.
voice lines in the main story.
Wait, what about the voice
I-
lines?
Was-
you know,
was
here's the
something
thing.
else.
Here's the thing. I appreciated them trying.
No, that's what I said. That's what I said. I was like, to be fair, Canto's hard. It's hard, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they didn't sign up to speak Cantonese when they were signing up for the English dub of the story. So I appreciate the effort. It was just
Oh,
really funny.
was it like really bad? I was like, because I don't know. So to me, I was like, dude, that was awesome.
Matter of perspective.
Yeah. No, like I think at the end of the day, I think we all have like, especially for those who are, either Chinese or Chinese adjacent descendant, they're like, I'm glad that they tried, and in my second thought was like, oh, I wondered if they would hire a voice actor who could speak Cantonese and also could voice the English. But like, obviously, I'm not trying to take anything away from Yushen's VA, but like, I think it would be so much more interesting if they did, in consideration that, so then they can actually like write in more lines with Cantonese. That would have been so much more interesting.
Yeah, because I love it when games they'll like cast based off the like ethnicity of the character, like so they'll hire someone from that ethnicity and stuff and from that culture. Like I know Reverse actually does that for most of their VAs. They'll hire someone who's like fluent in the language that the character speaks and stuff, which is pretty cool. But it is hard because I'm sure it's probably not easy necessarily to just pick someone at the flip of a dime.
Yeah, you can.
Molly can. I think Molly speaks Mandarin, not Canto, but I might be wrong.
And she's also someone else already.
Wasn't Astra song? I think one of Astra songs is in Cantonese.
Yeah, one of the songs was Canto.
So. Yeah.
One of the songs was Mandarin. Actually, a few of the songs were Mandarin. There was, because it was the Wonderland. The Wonderland song was Cantonese. I feel like there was another one.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Clone Agent, for the link. I think I already had it pulled up, the like chill one.
Oh,
but
no
thank
worries.
you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, well, everybody. Yeah. What you were gonna say?
I was just gonna say, were we just gonna get started then, like for the actual podcast?
I was already recording the past. I don't know how long.
I just recorded my screen.
Yeah. Well, welcome in everybody to the Proxy podcast. Welcome back. And are we wanting to actually officially dub this as season 2?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's literally like,
why not?
There was 10 episodes.
We're synced up.
So we could do it like, we're synced up.
I mean, we don't have to have 10 episodes for season 2. We could have like less or more, but since we're synced up anyways,
we'll definitely be having more than 10 for season 2. But I think, it works. It works. No reason not.
Works out, yeah. Well, welcome then everybody to season 2, episode 1 of the Proxy podcast. Welcome in everybody officially. And I'll be honest, nothing much changes with the exception of just a lot more new stuff on the docket to talk about, which there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in the past, 8 days, 9 days?
Yeah, like week and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, real quick on my side, JSTERN will not be here. It seems like there was something happened. And
more than likely a time like
it's a time zone issue,
mismanagement, time zone issue as well.
And then also only only Twitch side got merged with the other chats. So if you want to be on like with all the other chats, then you have to be on Twitch side. But yeah, dude, season 2 dropped. Crazy.
Oh yeah, let's for season 2. I don't want to continue to introduce us, but just for season 2, episode 1, let's introduce the cast one last time. Let's start with my screens left. Let's start with Miss HKK.
Oh, hello. My name is HKK on most social media platforms. I play lots of gacha games. I play lots of Zenless, lots of Wuthering Waves, lots of Honkai Star Rail, Reverse 1999. Recently, some Expedition 33, which is really good. And and I also sing sometimes. I actually have a lot of fun music projects coming up, so hopefully we'll be able to make some fun stuff for lots of gacha games. But yeah, that's me.
Amazing. Josh.
Azrael.
Oh, okay. Yes, my name is Azrael Vanity. I do Zenless lore. I dropped Absolute Cinema a while ago, 5-hour season 1 recap. So if you are just now getting into season 2 of Zenless and you want to skip right to it, don't do that. But if you do, watch that video. You'll be completely caught up. But yeah, season 2, awesome. Glad to be here.
There you go. And hello, folks. Your last host. It's your boy Josh. You know, out of the triangle here, I'm the more combat-oriented guy, so I do a lot more combat meta-oriented content around Zenless Zero. Been trying to host a little bit more variety stuff around the Zenless Zero community. And also, you know, I know Age, you've been playing a bunch of different variety gachas. I am now officially staking my claim back into Genshin a little bit.
Oh,
Returning back to
Ooh.
Genshin with 5.7. And
In time for the
trying for Wuwa, because I am very behind, but I'll try to catch up to you guys.
Hey.
Didn't you
Try,
like just uninstall it?
Oh, I mean, that was for storage reasons, of course. That
Oh,
was-
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
I just remember you
rather
being like,
think
I
now.
just uninstalled it. I was like, I thought you just installed it. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you've reinstalled it again.
It is. We're so back, guys. We're so back.
That's the typical gacha experience, honestly. You're like, okay, let's take a break. Actually, never mind.
Trust me, guys. Trust me. Yes, we're so back. But I mean, so much has happened with Zenless Zero and also in the Zenless community, just in general. I think why don't we stick firstly to the actual game itself? How are we feeling about the launch of Zenless Zero 2.0?
Yeah, it's pretty okay. I'll start. It's pretty mixed. So I think the events so far have been incredible, and I did actually really like the story of season 2. There were some issues, and for those that have read the interview with the devs that happened recently, I'm not super psyched about the way that they are planning on going with the route that they're going with season 2, in terms of storytelling, because they are apparently planning on doing a lot more storytelling through the 3D environment, which you actually walk through, which means what I originally thought was we were getting more comics and more cutscenes back with season 2 now that they've like regained their footing. It definitely seems like that is not going to be the route that they were taking. As you guys know, we had 45 black screen white texts, which is completely unprecedented, and you could definitely feel it. But with the statement of them saying that they want to tell more of the storytelling through the 3D environment, it sounds to me like they're not going to be bringing the comic quantity back up to what it was at the start of season 1. I do think the comics are definitely still going to exist. I'm not saying the comics are going to be gone, and we still have no confirmation. It is just from that dev interview, they are saying that they want to go a route of more immersive storytelling through the 3D environment, which means we'll see what they really mean by that. But odds are the comics are going to stay at the quantity that they were this patch, and the previous couple patches, which is 2 or 3 sections of comics. However, I absolutely, how do we say we don't want that? Spam it in the surveys, legitimately.
Yeah,
And
the surveys.
This is a call out, for everyone that wants more comics. Please, for the love of everything that you find close to your heart, spam in the surveys that we want more comics. We don't want 3D shit.
Hashtag more comics.
More comics. because here's the thing. I'm gonna stick with the game no matter what, just because I love the characters and I love the story. But if we get to the point where the entire uniqueness of the game has been removed for the sake of getting a larger player base, which is what it seems like they have been doing for a while. I know a lot of the people did not like the TVs. I get that. They removed the TVs. I understand. And I thought that because, I mean, that obviously threw their whole plan for a loop of what they were wanting to do with the game. And I thought that they would find their footing, but it seems like they are trying to go the route of getting a larger player base as the way of success, as opposed to just keeping the like loyal fan base that they had, which I understand. It's your company, you got to do that. But when you lose everything, every aspect that made it unique to make it the successful thing, don't be surprised when the people who were originally there don't want to play it anymore. Which I'm not saying is me. I'm just saying, if we've already lost the TVs, and if we get to a point where the comic strips is gone and a lot of the storytelling is told through me walking to each NPC, like in HSR or in Genshin, there is a reason why I dropped HSR for Zenless. Let me just say that. And so if we lose the comics and we lost the TVs and it goes more of like a this is going an HSR route, I'm not necessarily going to enjoy playing the game nearly as much. But I will still absolutely love the story and the writing. However, with the story and writing, we need to get some things fixed. If they are going to go
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. I forgot to mention. Hey guys, spoiler alerts. This Proxy podcast episode will probably have some spoilers from season 2. Yeah, just as an umbrella for everything before we get to. I'm sure you weren't gonna mention anything specific, but just like overall, everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
remember
go specific into that, but
but later down the road we will. But just remember, everybody, spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Should we pin that? Nah, it's okay. It's been a week. Come on, guys. That's on you guys.
A week. Come on, guys.
I'm like 98% of you guys have done it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've also unfortunately seen a bunch of leaks for the next patch, which is unfortunate. But
I
know
it is what it is. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so there are some things that need to be fixed. I crashed out actually on stream while playing the story, but for a different reason. I know that there was a large majority of the player base that did not enjoy all of the tutorials and stuff that was in the story. However, I went through a lot of like reading, and it seems like literally everyone that was annoyed was the people that had already been playing the game. Everyone that was actually new didn't really find that a problem because they kind of needed the tutorial stuff. So I can understand like why it was there. I was saying that the temple absolutely should have been introduced in the main story, but they should not have forced you to do a commission for the temple in the main story, because when they brought it in, they introduced how the temple works, they went through everything, and then they made you accept a commission, play the commission, and then like turn the commission in, and then it was like, okay, now you can continue. If it was just like yo, this is a menu, you're gonna have to manage this later. But we'll get into that later. And then brought you back into the main story and then like did whatever. When did comics dies? The comics have not died. I'm not saying they're disappearing entirely, but comics have drastically gone down in quantity. For example, actually, here's one thing that I can go into a little specifics for.
Do it.
One thing that absolutely should have been shown, even if it wasn't a comic, but an art piece, was Yishun unlocking the MC's ether, whatever it's called. What is it called? What's the word that I'm looking for? Meridian, ether, meridians,
Meridian
or whatever.
lines.
Meridian
Yeah,
lines. Okay.
yeah.
Every time she did that, it was black screen, white text. The exact example of what they probably should have done is the art piece where we got the HDD upgrade, and it was one art piece of like, you saw like the energy flowing through. Something like that being shown instead of it being described. Because the problem is Zenless has gone from a show not tell to a tell not show, which is not what it needs to go down to. So,
and that was one of the main issues that people had with some of the other Hoyoverse games too. And then so it was like a breath of fresh air with Zenless, where they would show us with the comics, they would show us with all the storytelling and panels, but then kind of seems like we're going a little bit back towards some of the old habits, I guess.
Yeah.
From some of their other games.
Also for Gray, again, we did not lose the comics entirely, but they have gone down in quantity. Something else that absolutely should have been shown, which by the way, well, I was actually baffled that they didn't show it. Spoilers. Dr. Lore turning himself into an ethereal. Why was that black screen white text?
Oh my, dude,
yeah!
you read my mind. You read my mind. I was literally going to be like, hey, can we also mention like the doctor and Paolo and like literally everybody who also turned, like what happened?
So what I find interesting is every single instance of like one person turning into an ethereal, they've shown us. Even in Harmos's agent mission, the random like, okay, well, when you first see him, yeah, when he walks in, I mean, rest in peace, he was the GOAT actually, but when he turned into an ethereal, it went from normal like text on bottom, models on screen, to an art piece of him being turned into an ethereal in the background, and everyone's like reaction to it. Dr. Lore didn't get that. Dr. Lore was black screen white text. Also, apparently there was a bug where an entire conversation, which happened to me, I didn't know, an entire conversation just gets skipped. Like an entire conversation, like voice conversation, just gets skipped. Didn't know that. No. So someone brought that to my attention, which that's crazy.
Ooh.
And this might have been the moment, I don't know, but again, spoilers, it kind of irked me a little bit that I think it was when Dr. Lore, or actually I can't remember if it was when Dr. Lore, no, it was after the Yishun cutscene. When we get a
Which
little
one?
We get a little miasma splashed on us, and Yishun comes over and like guards us, and then she gets that little vision. Okay, after that cutscene ends, everyone teleports to the temple. There's no conversation. Did that happen to you guys?
No, that I remember the conversation. They're like, "Oh, are you okay?" Blah blah.
Okay, but the "Are you okay?" thing happened at the temple. After the cutscene, after the cutscene where Yishun saw the thing, everyone, it literally was like a black screen white text. It said something, and then immediately the entire group was at the temple, and they were like, "Oh, dude, we need to look into what happened." And I was like, how, like, why was there no, like, we should retreat or something. So I don't know if that's when that when that dialogue got skipped, or if it was a different part, but either way, I thought that like there was just a few parts in the story where the pacing just felt really weird, like really weird. But I did enjoy the actual like story itself, especially the way that they're showing the new upcoming characters. It was the part before that, not that part. Okay, so different part. But yeah, I like the way that they're actually bringing in the upcoming characters to the forefront a little bit more, which they said they were gonna try to do. But yeah. Anyway, overall, I am having a great time. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but we do need to talk about the stuff that I think if we want things that we enjoy to continue being in the game, we need to voice that. So, yeah, if you want more comics and you don't necessarily want the whole 3D storytelling thing, just flood the surveys with it and maybe they'll listen.
Yeah, like for me, I had a very interesting experience playing the main story, because I guess a little bit of context is I also kind of crashed out at a certain part of the story. For me, I played the first half of the story up until the temple part and then doing the first commission. And then at that point, I was really frustrated, I think, from the first half of the story as a whole, like the first 2 hours of the 4-hour story, because there were, like, you know, as said, a lot of forced tutorials. There were a lot of forced tutorials because they were trying to make this kind of a soft launch for new players, which I can understand. And then my main complaint was, you know, a lot of the tutorial stuff should have just been optional, right?
Yeah.
But then I think, like, thinking about it more too, on top of just making the tutorials optional as well, I do feel like overall, like, obviously the tutorials were part of it. They took up some time. They didn't take up as much time as, you know, some of the other parts of the story, but the issue was I feel like the parts of the story in the first 2 hours also just weren't really, there wasn't really that much. They gave like very basic setup, you know, like a quick introduction to the characters, but then I guess, you know, from my perception was I just felt like, okay, they introduced stuff slightly and then they just kind of like, okay, let's learn how to do all of these new things. Let's continue. Oh, we're at a new region. Let's go on a little tour of the town. Let me take you around. Let's meet all of these NPCs for setup for this new region. And then it was a little bit frustrating. Oh my gosh!
Welcome in.
I was messaging. Yo.
What did I miss?
What's up?
No, we were just shit talking you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so sorry.
How are you?
Not the most
Well, for the
ideal
audio
time
listeners.
for you.
For the audio listeners, JSTERN has just joined us.
Yes.
Apologies. I just woke up from a sudden nap.
Oh, you're good. I hope it was a good
Oh,
nap.
don't worry. We feel
No, it was a
that.
nightmare. It was horrifying. I'm not kidding.
Nightmares.
Ugh. But anyway, where are we?
No,
Oh,
we do want to introduce you first
Yes.
into the conversation because, you know, it's a pretty lengthy one that we're in, so might as well. Everybody, please welcome in our very, very special guest, JSTERN 25. Welcome to King.
Hello.
Tell the audience what you do.
I stream and do YouTube videos for Genshin and Zenless. So I
Yes, sir.
am very hardcore theory crafting oriented, and we have a real focus on getting the most out of characters, essentially. So I stream at twitch.tv/JSTERN25 and youtube.com at JSTERN25. And that's me.
Amazing.
Had to remember
Yes,
your
sir.
username there for a second.
Ah,
He's still
But
waking up,
just-
guys.
Yeah, we're still waking up. Just to catch us up to speed a little bit, we were talking about our more like immediate experiences with Zenless Zone Zero, just the launch in general, and Age was just about to chat a little bit more about the story and tutorial side of the the quest. So I mean, I kind of cut you off a little bit, but if you want to kind of restart it.
Oh, I mean, I was just basically saying there were a lot of tutorials in the first half that forced players to do them. I know a lot of people were saying how, oh, you know, there weren't that many. Yes, there were a lot. Okay, this is firstly there were a lot. Sure, they might not have been as annoying to other players, but there were definitely a lot of forced tutorials. And then on top of that, there just wasn't like too much story in the first half either because of the tutorials. So, you know, if you're playing the first half of the story, it's not very fun for a player who's returning to the game. Okay, I think my main issue with it was that as a player who has been playing Zenless for 1 year, since launch, it felt like they were just trying. It felt like I was playing a patch that was not made for me. It felt like I was playing a patch that was made for new players and basically only new players, so I got really frustrated. But the story itself did end up being really good in the second half. I really enjoyed, the tie-ins to the Exaltists and things like that. And I do think the last hour and a half were very, very good. I think from the saving the town onwards, like I think that part was very, very nice, very fun, and really cool, especially because, there were obviously lots of cutscenes that added to it, and also just they were progressing the story. We were learning a lot about the Exaltists and stuff. And yeah, but one thing about that though is I do kind of wish that they didn't show as much in the version trailer, because I feel like them showing the Exaltists and the cult stuff in the version trailer kind of also spoiled the story, to be honest. I thought there was, maybe there's going to be a twist, right? Like I think the 2.3 for Honkai Star Rail, they had the trailer, which seemed like it spoiled a lot of stuff, but then it was actually a red herring to kind of twist you. So I thought there was going to be maybe like a small kind of twist that was, why they were showing us stuff, so much stuff in the trailer, but it ended up just kind of being exactly what I expected. So that was also a little disappointing, but it was still enjoyable. I still liked the characters, and yeah, the latter half was well done. First half definitely could have been cut down a lot, especially if some of the stuff was made more optional. But yeah, and the patch overall, I mean, we're mostly talking about story right now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But
because
yeah,
I was gonna, because there's still like everything else that I loved about the patch, like the new map and all the new UI stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't really get into yet, but I will get into it because I love it so much.
Yeah,
because
like,
overall, I
love
still
the new
think
region.
I still think this patch was absolutely incredible. But yeah, I'll get into that later.
Hot take, not every chapter needs to have a twist. Well, if it's not going to have a twist, then don't show the ending in the trailer. Is all I'm saying.
Well,
that's
will
all
say,
I ask.
I will say it did have a twist. To be fair, it did have a pretty decent twist. But in that interview I mentioned earlier, I will say, along with the way that they said that they're gonna kind of try to do more 3D storytelling, they did also say that they are not going to be doing the like bite-sized complete stories like they did in season 1, like per thing. So they're going to be trying to do a complete overarching story. So we're not going to be getting like answers as fast, I think, with season 2, because they want to like use that extra time to flesh out more characters within season 2. But they did specifically say that they're going to be less bite-sized and more like long overarching story.
So a long and overarching story doesn't mean it needs to be paced slowly. My biggest issue with the 2.0 story is it's incredibly slow paced. One of the things they did when they got rid of all the televisions was they increased the speed of the storytelling. So it's beat to beat to beat to beat, and it's essentially gameplay beat. The problem with the 2.0 story is it has that constant stop and start again, which is the problem with the TV and how the story was told. But more structurally, it mostly involves running back and forth between two spots and talking to NPCs. Specifically within the village, it is a major problem how often you are fetch questing or just running back and forth. I feel that the story really could have benefited from an edit to kind of simplify the plot and cut some of the fat. Primarily, that's been my biggest problem with it. It's just too slow paced for what it wants to be, and it makes the experience a bit grating and kind of boring.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's fair.
Fair. Yeah, I was about to say, like, you literally just mentioned the fetch questing NPC going back and forth, like, as you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, the walking back and forth between NPCs, because I was afraid that if that's what they mean by like immersive, which I don't think it is, but when they say that they want to do more like immersive telling with the 3D environment, I hope it's not going back and forth between NPCs like it is in like HSR or Genshin.
I kind of feel like it is.
It kind of feels like it, right?
It kind of feels like that is.
Well,
What I thought they
see.
meant
We'll
when they
see.
said they wanted an overarching story was they wanted each son to be their main character for the year. and all the story would revolve around her, kind of.
I mean, I still think it will. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and the whole setup, and I mean, we kind of already prefaced that this is spoilers, so we do want to get into like the big story, not spoiler. What's my brain stopped functioning. Plot twist. There we go. The plot twist. The plots.
Yeah, the twist
at the very end. Yeah,
Xiang.
exactly.
I thought that that was really the shining point because sure, like, it is a plot twist, but like it just allows you to springboard the story so much, to a greater perspective, right? Because not only from like a story point to where like you can be like, okay, now we know, like for a lot of people, and hey, shouts to Molly, because I was watching them run the story as well. I was watching a bunch of people run the story, but one of Molly's gripes was Yi Shen didn't really land home for them, and for many of you, chat, I'll be honest, I think a lot of us really love Ju Fufu.
Yeah,
and how spunky and how lively, and how she performs that role so well. So shouts to Ju Fufu. But Yi Shen, it seemed like it was a lot more like surface level. We still kind of saw that kind of calm, on that nonchalant, vibe, you know what I'm saying? But now we're like, oh, now we're bringing in Yi Chang, and now we get to actually see like the turmoil and the internal emotional psychological conflict. Like we can see the path now. So I think,
I do have a
again. Yeah, go ahead.
Hot take, which is the reason a lot of the Yi Shen stuff doesn't land is because we've already seen it.
Yeah.
We know family
Again,
member
spoiled.
cursed sword cut in with the animated promo, sad backstory. I will eradicate all evil. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
It was 6 months ago. It's part of it. It feels a little forced.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think that's
for
why
me,
most people like. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in there.
Oh no, sorry.
I think that's
go
why Jufufu like had such a much more resonance with the community than Yishuin did, was because like while Yishuin is unbelievably important, it does feel like her character was just a little forced, which they didn't. It doesn't seem like they were trying to make you care for Jufufu, which made you care for Jufufu. But yeah, I mean, I think that at least that's how it was for me, because it was just those small moments with Jufufu where she just did like just little stuff where I'm like, yeah, she's awesome. But
yeah, and it was another thing of kind of like you said, the trailers, right? So on top of the fact that the character arc is very similar to Miyabi, you also have the trailers, like 3 whole trailers that were released right before the patch that basically kind of explain her entire backstory.
Yo.
Yeah, the patch did give you a little bit of extra insight into details of what happened, but
Last order,
because
thank
it
you
was
so
slow
much
and
for the
so long
super
and so
chat.
focused on
Thank you,
her
thank you. The
specifically,
Jufufu agenda
and kind of
remains
just
maintained.
reiterated
Yes,
a
it
lot of
does.
things
Yes,
you
it
kind of already
does.
knew. It made it extra kind of drony, I guess, to play through. Again, I really like the twists at the end, and I do think there were moments that had good payoff. Like for me, I got really emotional when we learned, again, spoilers, when we learned that her sister actually in her final moments didn't have her memory, right? Like when we first see that CG, and then it's Yishuan being really sad about when she first explaining to, I guess, Belle her actual backstory near the latter half, and she mentions that, oh, her sister didn't actually have her memory in her final moments. Like for me, like just losing the memory kind of stuff, that stuff really hits home and makes me really emotional. So that, yeah, it definitely had impactful moments still, but again, it's like the impactful moments in the story I feel were just really dragged down by how long it took to get there, and and because of like all of those things, it also felt like the payoff wasn't strong enough for the experience of trying to get to the payoff. So I think that was like just a general sentiment I did see a lot of people saying, but
I was really concerned Yi Sen would be a block of wood when we first met her, she's really not. She has this really great personality where she's constantly lying and gaslighting everyone around her.
Yeah.
She's like an ultimate scam artist. I kind of love it.
Yeah, that's really.
She's not
funny.
even a real Void Hunter. She's the Void Hunter level investigator. It's part of the scam. She's fooling you all.
At least we
I
did
love
learn
it.
that
I think
she
it's
was
really
like,
clever.
offered the title.
She says that.
And she said she rejected it.
Well, yeah.
Or she's
She
not
rejected
accepting it
it.
for some reason.
Yeah.
But then,
Mm.
actually, she never told us why she didn't accept it. Actually,
I mean, it's
Now that
gonna
I
be
think
it's gonna be like the story thing. She's gonna accept
Yeah.
it at the end of the story and go, "I am the Void Hunter."
There you go.
It's exactly what they're
eradicate all
gonna do.
evil.
Yeah. Well, they did that. In
I
this
will
one.
also.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm sure, but Yishun actually has a really great personality, and I was surprised that I did enjoy her.
Yeah.
I was concerned that I wouldn't, and I'd feel she was too forced.
Yeah, I did end up really liking her character too. Even though, because originally the reason I'm skipping is because I just didn't really care about her. I didn't hear too much about her design or her as a person. I thought she was gonna be just kind of basic, bare bones, generic, strong character, but she ended up having a lot of depth to her, and her story was touching and it was really good. It was just kind of bogged down by some of the various things we just mentioned for me personally, at least. But
Have you guys talked about the reason for the micro stutters yet?
Micro stutters?
for like in battle, the
we have
dialogue or
not.
the
Oh,
the,
so recently, some members of my community have put together a theory with enough supporting evidence for me to
Ooh.
talk about it. The temple minigame is the reason the game runs worse, because it requires constant communication with the server to update the inventory.
Oh,
It's not
That would make
hardware
sense.
based, it's netcode based delays.
Okay, I did not have any issues
That's
at
what
all
we
playing
think
the
is
game.
going on.
So
Really?
I
I
had-
was dropping FPS
I
like
had
crazy.
zero. I did not stutter a single time.
You'll get like little micro stutters where you'll get small spikes where the frame rate will dip and then it'll be fine, and then you'll get a little small dip.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean,
And-
I felt like I was miserable whenever I was fighting.
Because I
it was
watched your
just kinda,
gameplay. It was crazy.
Like,
Same with Josh. It
Oh
was
my
actually
God.
insane. But I
Part of
I
it-
legitimately did not feel like I had any frame drops at all.
After every update, the game needs to cache its shaders, so you
Mhm.
get bad performance for the first couple minutes after you update. This has been a thing through all of Zenless. But
Mm.
besides that, we do think it is the netcode, which is the reason people are getting small stutters.
that could make sense.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But that's our theory.
Because it would also affect different people's internet, right? If your internet's a lot
Yeah.
stronger, then
Yeah,
you won't
maybe.
get the lag because your internet can handle stuff like that. But then if you have a connection that isn't as strong, then that's why it's like
Yeah.
They made a Reddit post about it. I would link it if I could find it. Let me look.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
PC
you guys
still
know.
issue saturating.
Yeah, I mean, on top of like, if we're, I mean, Josh, you haven't told us your opinion on the thing, because there were some bugs that I also noticed.
I mean, go
I was
ahead,
just like-
and then I'll kind of follow up. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, super quick. It was just so the two main, I guess, things, story-related bugs that I noticed were they still have the dialogue in the battles that is super slow and has really long delays in between each voice line. Like, I understand that at the end of the day, if they want us to do all of the voice line in the battles, we will have to wait for them. Unless they want to just force us to do constant battles nonstop. Like, I don't mind waiting too much. What bothers me so much is that there's like the 2 to 5 second delay between each voice line, and I still don't know why they have not patched that after like 4 to 5 patches, or maybe not 4 to 5, but it's been like 3 to 4 patches where that's been an issue, and it's still kind of a thing. So that was a little bit frustrating still. And then also there were a lot of discrepancies between the EN voiced dialogue and the in-game written dialogue. Not the biggest issue, but it was something
Oh.
I did notice quite a few times. So
Yes.
just wanted
I
to bring those
noticed-
up, I guess.
In the Gravity Cinema event, they misgender one of what is her
Wait, there's
name? They misgender a dog. They regarding subtitle stuff. Who's the character in the? It's Orchidea? No, that's not who her name is. The TV event or the movie event.
I mean,
I haven't done the
Venus.
movie event
Is
yet,
it?
so-
Is it
Venus
the green hair girl?
Venus's
Yeah,
dog?
Venus talks about her
Something?
dogs, and they
Yeah.
one of the sentences goes, "Yeah, his, her, something like, or she loves his bull." Something like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like in the same
Oh,
sentence,
so they
did
use both pronouns.
Yeah, they mispronounced a dog in one sentence.
Oh.
It's funny.
Oh, actually, there was one more. Now that you mentioned pronouns, it wasn't pronouns specifically, but at the end of that cutscene, where we kind of we get hit by the miasma, and then each one has her flashback. If you play as Belle, she says "wise."
Oh, really?
Wait.
Yeah, apparently,
Oh, no.
apparently that happened to like everyone who played Belle, and she says "wise"
Yikes.
instead. I mean, that's just
Oh.
like a small,
Ooh.
I
small
didn't
bug
notice
issue,
that.
but.
I play
Wise
Bell, and I
main
did not
character,
notice
guys.
that.
Yeah, I didn't notice
Wise
either,
is
but
the
chat was
main
like,
character.
"Wait,
I
guys,
thought you
we're
knew
wise
this
now?"
already. Haven't you seen the promotional video?
I did not notice.
But yeah, I mean,
no,
those small issues, but
yeah, I didn't even notice the misgendering of Venus's dog, but the main thing for me was the delay in the dialogue in battle, which I voiced my disdain for that since it started happening, because I apparently I have not seen a lot of people complaining about it in other languages, so I don't know if it's an Ian specific thing or if it's like all languages that it happens with, but I've never been a fan of like dialogue in battle. In HI3 I was not a fan. In Star Rail I was not a fan. In Genshin, I'm pretty sure it happens in Genshin too, I was not a fan. Because like it's not crazy important, to be fair. Like it's not like anything they say is going to make me not be able to make a connection. But as someone who, even when I'm playing offline, like if I'm playing Persona games, even if I finish reading what they're saying, I let the voice line play out. That's why my playtimes are so long on everything. I like listening to all the voices. And so when it's a moment where I think the conversation is over and then they start speaking another line, but I complete the task that they're asking me to do, and then it just cuts it off. It happened to me like 5+ times, and I literally had to get up and like walk out of my room because I was just getting so upset because I just wanted to hear all the voice lines. But
I didn't even know that this was a problem. I was like, okay, I gotta do something, get it done.
JSTERN was
going
speeding.
through it, yeah.
I was not having it. I was not enjoying the story. I am sorry.
No, I do feel like a lot of people had a lot of frustrations with the story this time around.
Yeah.
So Josh, what are your opinions? We've been speaking.
Well, yeah, no, because here's the thing, and I feel like my opinion is not necessarily disingenuous, but definitely slightly skewed, because I had the foresight of having you two, in particular Agent Az, and your guys' experiences. So I knew when to turn my brain on, I knew when to turn my brain off. I knew when to pay attention. Like I knew, like, oh, they have these problems. Okay, like I'll just look over them, right? So when it came to me coming out of the experience, because instead of doing 1/2, 2/2, I did all the way through, and like I was literally like clicking as fast as I could through that tutorial section. Got through it so speedily. I went back to my VOD from start to finish. I did that quest in just under 5 hours, like 4.5 to 45-ish minutes, which is pretty quick for a streamer. And the streamer, I said streamer.
Because verbatim, I think it's 4 hours long with no diet, with no commentary.
It is
so yeah,
crazy.
that's very fast.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually notice the tutorials, to be fair. I noticed the temple a little bit when I realized that it was making me I realized it when I saw a chatter say get back to the main story, and I was like, I am, doing the main story. What are you talking about? I was like, this is a part of the main story. And that's what I was like, oh, okay, maybe this does seem like it's like a side thing. But I did see like some people saying that walking around and like saying hello to the shopkeepers was annoying, like when you first got there. I cannot, I'm gonna be for real, I cannot agree with that, because if you go and look at my like VOD, before the moment we get there, you have to talk to Zhufufu and then she gives you the tour, but they let you walk around without blocking you. So my dumbass went around with the biggest smile on my face, trying to go and look at every single nook and cranny of the entire area. And then I was like, oh wait, is she gonna give us a tour? And then I had to do it again. And I was like, okay, whoops, my bad. But yeah, I literally spent like, I think I actually spent like 30 plus minutes going around and like looking at every NPC, looking at the posters on the wall. I noticed that there was a new magazine for Monica, which actually was the movie that's in the new cinema event. It was the new movie that's there. But yeah, it was just funny because I realized, oh, she's gonna give me a tour. And then she did.
Were you one of the people who found Astra in 1.0?
Do what?
Were you one of the people who found Astra in 1.0?
I pointed her
Astra
out.
was on in-game assets.
Yeah,
1.0.
and she was in the internet post too. There's internet posts talking about her concerts coming up too. Yeah.
Yeah, Az made posters literally because of that, and or posters and flyers and magazine stuff.
Oh,
With them out ass.
Even before
Where are
Astra.
they?
Dude, I had them right here.
There it is.
I have them on deck, baby. I keep it with me.
Holy.
I think it is. It's this one.
I'd
that
like
I think
his own
Astra is
merch.
shown in.
I love how Az just always has it ready on him.
Oh, yeah,
I knew
have
has
to.
that
You
already,
know
so
what
you know.
I have to have it ready, bro. Yeah,
I haven't
there
seen
you
the
go.
magazines yet. I've only seen your posters.
There it is.
Hmm.
There it is.
Yeah.
But kind of back to what you know, my experience. My experience was definitely a lot more positive because I was able to kind of weave my way around the negative parts, which, you know, again, and to some point, like JSTERN, we literally had a conversation like, what was it, earlier this week-ish, or last week, early this week, last week, then last week there it is, and then Age, we had a conversation about your experience a little bit. Was it Tuesday, something
I
like
think it was
that.
yesterday. Well, I mean, did we do it twice? Yeah, it was like yesterday or Tuesday.
But yeah, like for me, I had the foresight, and like I completely understand a lot of like the gripes that people had, especially, you know, those who are going through early and had to go through all the road bumps before me, and then allowed me to, you know, kind of cruise along that smooth path, you know, right behind you guys. So but overall, my experience, I think, to the point where I was focusing again more on that story, less so about like the overarching experience when it comes to tutorial, in, you know, just the black and white text, which I did notice, but like I didn't think was going to be that highlighted of a thing. But again, I understand, like, you know, HSR fans are pretty butthurt that people are pointing out, you know. You know, we're just trying to.
Okay, I didn't point it out during HSR, but I did notice it in this one, just because there was literally 45. Like, there were so many, and it's just a drastic jump from.
That's less than a star rail.
Yeah. It is.
True.
I have not played Star Rail in like a very long time, so
Don't.
going
Oh,
from
yeah, and
going
Forest
from,
is-
Yeah, you haven't played Euphorius yet, so.
You've
No, I
not
know.
played it for it.
I'm excited for Euphorius though, even though I know
the story's
it
good.
has its own like
Yeah.
issues. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, going from like not having that many black screen white text before in the game to how many there were here, I did notice it. I wasn't super upset. The only ones that I was super upset that it was a black screen white text, that I actively was like, why is this black screen white text, was Dr. Oh, pausing. Wait, was that a?
Oh no, I was trying, like, you were gonna say like the Yishuan.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were
Unlocking
like, hold on.
Oh no, sorry. I was
Wait a minute.
No,
Yeah, it was
I
Dr. Lore.
imagine her going like this to our back from the description. So.
Oh, okay, yes, no, I agree. Yes, the Yishuan thing, unlocking our ether meridians, and then the Dr. Lore, actually turning himself into an ethereal. Those I think absolutely should have been like art pieces, as opposed to just the black screen white text, and that's when I like really noticed it. But everything else, it kind of just like went by, but it was still a lot.
Yeah. I wanted to springboard our next conversation with something that Age mentioned before. You skipping Yishen.
Oh, yeah.
How
about it?
are we feeling about Yishen as our latest playable unit?
I mean, again, I kind of told you my opinion on her. For me, when I pull characters, I pull more so based on my attachment to them as a character, rather than for meta reasons, things like that. From the start, to me, Yishuan's design has been like, it's light. It's not really my taste, so I'm not too into it. And then, you know, my initial reaction to her personality introduction in 1.7 was also kind of like, I mean, I don't really know anything about her. She seems chill, but that's kind of it. She seems chill and powerful. Those are the two things. So I kind of found her a bit boring, to be honest. But I liked her character arc. I liked her learning more about her personality and, you know, throughout the 2.0 story and her trailers. So I like her a lot more as a character. However, I am much more looking forward to Yuzuha, who is dripped for next patch. So I'm just trying to save as much as I can because I had to go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yuzuha
she's
looks
I
so
think
great.
we all
pretty.
collectively could say we really like Yuzu.
She's so pretty. But yeah, I'm obsessed with her design from the start. So I'm just saving because I did go for M6 Hugo. So
Yeah.
you know, I have to step back a bit here and there, save up some. I was gonna polychromes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and there's also Orpheus in the future too. Seed. There was, Minato too was who I was also looking forward to. I'm like actually kind of okay about Minato at the moment.
Really?
Kinda
You
need to
didn't
also
go
get to know
crazy?
him better.
He's not.
I did go crazy seeing him at first, but then after the story, I just like I want to spend more time with him and get to know him a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, knowing his
He's a little
personality
too
would be
nice for me.
nice. But I was
too
just
nice.
surprised at his absolute size. Man is a
I know.
unit.
No, his size is crazy, but I like it when characters are mean to me. So he's too
oh.
he's at the moment a bit
Oh
too
my
much of a nice
God.
boy.
I
So we'll
see,
see.
too nice.
We'll see.
All right, let me try this. How dare you skip Yi-san?
Yeah.
Can you believe
sorry.
it? She
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Void Hunter level investigator. How dare?
Speak your truth.
No, it's perfectly understandable to skip Yi-san. I don't think you're missing out on that much, especially since you've said you pull M6 agents. You're fine.
Well, I only have Lighter and Hugo because I'm a simp.
Respect.
But Orpheus
Yeah,
is
but
next.
I mean,
Ooh.
you've been covering a lot
You're gonna M6 Orpheus.
about Yishen already, even prior
Trying.
JSTERN, but like
Oh, me?
kind of just yeah. Like kind of give us now your summary now that we've kind of realized the potential here in the first part of 2.0, because I've got, you know, we can talk about Jufufu and other
Whoa.
other
Uh,
characters. I almost put my water bottle there. But yeah.
Pulling an ass.
She has a lot of cool things you can do that ultimately don't make you do that much more damage. They're pretty low impact, but they are cool. Regarding like realizing her potential, there's not that much to say. She is as good as expected. I don't think I was surprised, at least. She's very good.
Mhm.
She's also not. She's not all that, but she's going to be getting a big helping hand from the content design, so it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
I heard she's hard to play.
She's really not. You can just mash EX and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I did during the story. I was like, guys, I'm sorry. I'm playing with like the new characters. I do not know how to play a single one. I'm just keyboard smashing.
There's a really cool
basic
cancel you. There's a really cool cancel you can do with their ultimate attack, specifically the talisman version of it, where you can trigger it and a chain attack at the same time.
Oh.
And while she is doing her ultimate, your teammates can be using chain attacks.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the most difficult thing you can do with Yisun, and it's very cool.
Nice.
It's not exactly that much better, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Or
Which
it's
one is
really
the
cool
talisman?
if you know how to do it.
Is that the like
the one that
big
doesn't
one?
consume dust.
The
Oh, okay,
technical,
one that-
the
okay,
technical.
okay, I got you,
Yeah.
I got
The one that goes
No.
like zoom, 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 zoom.
you. Yeah, great description.
There it is. Yep.
I'm going to be talking
That's
a
the
bit
one.
about that cancel in my Jafufu video, which is being edited right now.
Ooh.
There we
So
go.
that'll be there, because I don't know if I want to necessarily make a whole dedicated video for it.
Mhm.
But there are other cool things you can do with Yisun.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of small tricks, and they're fun. Yisun's just a very fun character to play.
Nice.
And you kind of alluded to it in a different conversation that we had, that it's not necessarily she's as like combo breaky, like heavy type of character, but in a different direction, because of the many attacks that she has. That variety begets the creativity aspect of it.
Yeah. People try to overcomplicate Yisun. I think it's to convince people that they're missing things. She ultimately can be boiled down to press XXX, block attacks, defensive assist, and then make sure you use both ults in stun.
Mhm.
That is a really simple TLDR for Yisun. It doesn't
In
have
style
to be more
is the-
complicated than that.
Yeah.
Everyone
in style
really
is the key.
wants to overcomplicate it, but sometimes you don't have to.
Yeah, I use the Noah's Ark analogy. You want 2 chains, 2 ults, and 2 balls.
Yeah,
That's
we're
it.
not doing 2 chains anymore, but yeah, like 2 balls, 2 ults, 1 chain, and a team chain now.
There you go.
Ooh, so different. But
Mm.
yeah,
I just push buttons. I don't.
I understand.
I just figured out the other day by the people that I met at the Beard Papa's collab that lighter has a special attack if you like attack dodge and then attack or something, or attack dodge and then skill.
oh, it's especially X, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that existed.
We learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep, he does do that. Lighter does do that a lot. But yeah, I mean, was there anything else for like the I was gonna talk about the events now. Can we go into the events?
I mean, yeah, like
I can quickly say one more thing about Eastern
Yeah.
performance.
yeah, please.
I was talking a little bit about it earlier, where she's going to be getting big helping hands because she is the main character, more or less. So we see that with the Miasma shield, where Yisun does more damage while the shield is up than other characters. We also see this in the next Deadly Assault reset, introduces the Miasma Priest boss. It has a buff that gives Yisun 40 ether damage bonus, 40 ultimate damage bonus, and 30% HP and 15% adrenaline regeneration rate.
That's
As well as the stage buff. But that is the rotating buff for Yisun, and this is basically going to be a permanent fixture for the next couple updates.
like for
You
the
can expect to see this
buff.
badass.
Is that like one of the just like the selectable buffs or?
Yeah, it's one of the selectable buffs. So it's 80
I don't
damage
know what
bonus.
that means, but the
38%.
numbers sound very large.
Yeah, same.
a lot of-
That-
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where I'm at
All
too.
you
I'm
need to
like,
know-
wow.
80% more damage.
40%, 30%. Holy.
So the current buff is 20% res ignore on EX and ultimate attacks, and 50 ultimate and EX damage bonus, as well as 20% decibel generation. Jofufu he sends 600 decibels per ult, which is 20% decibel regeneration. So effectively right now you're getting an idea of what our performance with Jofufu is. Or at least what our gameplay with Jofufu is.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have a more difficult time with some of the existing teams if you do not have Jofufu. Starting in the next reset, if you're trying to play YATTA the exact same way.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
No, but Jofufu is just
That is
so, and I kind of spoke to it in my stream kind of just a little bit earlier. Like, Jofufu has so many different mechanics, and what I love about her is the aftershocks on the chain.
Yeah, she's got the might mechanic and the momentum mechanic.
The might's okay. Momentum's kind of
Some of it can be... It's confusing because it's not hidden, but it's not obvious. The TLDR is just make sure you defensive assist with Jofufu, and you'll be chain attacking more often.
Yeah,
which is I think the thing people are not gonna get, but I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to start watching actual guides. Get a little bit, get a little knowledge on
Start learning how to play characters.
The kits are getting a little bit more involved. We'll I mean,
which is good.
With
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of words for kits that play themselves.
Yeah. Speaking of kits, though, they did say that thank God, they want to start adding more faction attacks, like faction chain attacks.
Yeah.
See that. They want to do faction
Nation.
specific chain attacks, which I think is really cool and a really smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what those look like, because I was expecting those to from the bit, like playing all the betas, I expected there to be more than just like Ben and Coleda's team up attack, and that didn't happen. So I'm glad that they're finally getting around to it and actually adding some in. So yeah, it's gonna be super fun actually. Like,
the way
have the
the Ben
factions.
Coleda attack works means that you basically wouldn't want it in the game. You cannot swap to Ben while this attack is ongoing.
Oh.
He is effectively removed from your party. So either you'd have to prevent that lock from happening and just have it duplicate the character, or you do it this way, which is they're going to make it chain attack, which is a great way to just get around that.
I mean, wait, in HI3, what is it? The three Hershers, the three Hersher versions of Kiana, Mei, and who they have like a big ol', like if you have all
It's
three
an
of them
ult.
in the
it's
team,
just an ult,
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a special cutscene.
I'll love that.
It's very good though.
Yeah.
It's very, very sick. It's also the first of their
Yeah.
kind that they did something like that, and it was super cool. Although I don't own all three, so I never got to see it.
It's
Missed
if you
out on
play
one,
all
yeah.
three Kianas.
No, if you play,
Hersher from
there's
Session,
it's
Hersher
the
of Finality, and Hersher of the Void.
no, it's the final version of like the main three. So it's Hersher Finality, Kiana, Hersher of Origin, Mei, and then Hersher of Truth, Branya. And so if you have all three of those on the team, then whenever you ult with Kiana, then it's a special cutscene with all three of them involved in it. And it does more damage.
Neat.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Wait, if you own all three of them, or if you play them all together as a team?
They have to be as like in a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not
No
a
global passive.
No, it's not a global passive. It's not a global passive. They have to be in the team.
Not the global passive, guys. But yeah, no, I think, because there are some things that are a little bit more like leaks oriented, which we won't go into. And if you guys would love to talk more about, we definitely invite you to go to JSTERN's community, because they go through so much more meta oriented content as look ahead content to get you guys prepared for a lot of those new characters. Yeah.
They do a lot of dreaming.
And, I mean, technically, Jofufu is demoed already, so like.
Jofufu is in the game. She is playable.
Yeah. So
you're gonna read all that stuff.
Exactly.
It is there.
Yeah. But as events.
Yeah. Okay.
What else do we have in 2.0?
I guess first, before we go into like the actual events, Lost Void. Did you everyone played Lost Void? Okay.
Just finished
we
it.
have caught up.
Okay.
Right before the podcast.
Forgot what they were adding, where you can do like the call-ins, like where everyone can have their gear and you can call them in and have them like do whatever, which I think was super sick. But obviously I'm going to talk about the story. Orpheus, it seems super. Yeah. The story for Lost Void.
Oh, the introduction. Yeah.
So
Orpheus, yeah.
They introduced Orpheus, and she's a big old cutie pie. I'm really excited to see the actual like interactions between Magus and Orphe, because it seems like that there was that one interaction where they can kind of talk to themselves without anyone knowing. Like mind talk.
Telepathy.
Telepathy, that's what I'm looking for. And so their character interactions just seem like it's gonna be super, super fun. And I'm interested to see if they can like actually fully swap their like who's controlling Orpheus's body or not. I don't really know how that will work, but it'll be interesting nevertheless. I thought the story itself of what was happening in The Lost Void was cool. However, they did introduce yet another why can I remember the word?
Ethereal? The largest ethereal version.
Ethereal.
I don't know the name.
Big boss ethereal.
No,
Hold
well,
on.
yes. Oh my god. Help me! I know there's an S in there. No, not the big hollow.
Probably need to.
Symbiotic, thank you. Holy moly.
There you go.
They introduced another symbiotic ethereal this time. And while that is cool, I love seeing all the new like symbiotic ethereals. Awesome. I wish we would slow down a little bit. I'm not opposed to us just getting like symbiotic ethereal after symbiotic ethereal, but I wasn't satisfied yet. Like I want more of Geppetto. I want more of Geppetto specifically, because Geppetto was built up like as a whole thing in the side event. Like we'll get to Nineveh eventually. Like obviously we're gonna actually like slay Nineveh, but Geppetto was being built up through the entire Arpeggio Fault. And then they did the little like shadow tease in the first part of Lost Void. And then when they showed him, he did nothing. He did nothing. We beat him like it was nothing, and then he just got recalled back. And then now we're like kind of shifting focus to a new symbiotic ethereal, not like fully, but I don't want to like introduce too many symbiotic ethereals where like we can't really just like focus on one. But it is super sick seeing that they're not afraid to actually come up with new symbiotic ethereals. Just because they're like the
I'm
big
gonna
bads.
give you some pushback on this.
Okay.
Part of Lost Void is it's a repetitive game mode. You need variety. Having new final bosses every season for Hollow Zero is entirely a good thing. This is gonna very much be a repeat of the last Hollow Zero expansions, where we fight the new weekly for the first couple months, and then they introduce the expansion where you fight the symbiotic ethereal. And I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, from a meta perspective, it makes sense. Like from a gameplay perspective, it would get repetitive fighting the same thing. That's just from a lore standpoint. I want more of the previous ones instead of just only doing like surface level and then jumping.
Do they
to
add
the new
flavor
one.
text every time? I know there are collectible items in Hollow Zero.
Flavor text in terms of like depth of
Like
what
lore
the symbiotic.
text.
No, they do not, unfortunately. Yeah. The only thing we know about Geppetto is that Geppetto and Nineveh, well, actually, it seems like the ones that are symbiotic are man-made, and that Geppetto can specifically, do the thread thing and manipulate consciousness and create its own ethereals and kind of have a higher state of mind.
I'm gonna step back a little bit because I want to introduce you guys to something.
Yeah.
Have you seen the farming route, and do you have opinions on it?
The farming route?
Farming route? For
I
what?
sent you some stuff for this if you want to pull up the chat.
Let's pull it up. In post, of course.
So,
From my side.
the mobs in the aerospace area respawn every 30 minutes. And they drop investigator logs, engine XP, and a little bit of Denny. There seems to be either a weekly or bi-weekly cap on how many you can kill and get drops from.
Uh-huh.
Roughly the entire map clear until they stop respawning is about 2 hours, and it's about 600 energy worth of materials. This is something that they introduced in this update. I don't know if people are you aware of it at all.
Nope.
Like that.
I'm aware of
that
it, but
killing them
I
gives
wasn't
that?
I wasn't
No,
using the farming route.
I did not.
I wasn't using it
I'm not
directly.
a fan of
I
like.
assumed.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, I guess I thought that it would drop stuff, but I'm not a fan of like the actually going through. Like I do what I need to. I get all the chests and then I call it a day. That's what I did with HSR
Yeah.
too. I never actually
exactly.
I never went around and actually like killed anything in there. I'm not a big fan of doing the like bigger open stages. But that is crazy. That does seem like a lot of like rewards.
It's technically a lot of content.
Yeah.
In a
Also,
lot
I'll be
of
right back.
rewards. I think the specific
course.
thing is how many rewards you actually get for doing it.
Hmm.
It's shockingly high, to the point where I'm doing a little bit of it. I'm not doing the religion full farm every week, but the rewards are shockingly high. If I never have to spend energy on investigator logs again, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
at least I think it is nice that they're giving people who are maybe like into the combat and farming something to do, because it is obviously a big commitment to like go through and farm all of that. So, like, I know some people might argue, oh, but then it's like FOMO, things like that. But I think it's fine to reward players who are willing to spend that much time going through and, get those materials. And then as long as it's not like you're forced to do that to get the materials, which is not the case. So yeah, I didn't realize that there was such a complex farming guide, though. I kind of assumed that there might be some drops,
Yeah.
but
I think I might cover it. I'll be honest. It's kind of
Yeah,
up my
there
alley.
you
It's
go.
something I'm gonna cover. So
Try it.
can chat get a link? Can I
Make sure you
send it
shout
to
out
chat?
the writers, Fluffy Burrito, and visuals by Luna K.
because I was already like going around farming, but like I'm sure there's optimized routes and what they're doing. So yeah,
Give it a go.
because God forbid, like I ran out of batteries already. I'm cooked. Like I don't got shit. So I need to do all that.
Yeah, the interesting thing is just how many investigator logs you get. That's, I think, the interesting thing about it. It's neat. In Genshin, you can technically daily farm for artifact XP. You can get a plus 20 piece every day, I think, something like that.
Ooh.
Artifact XP if you farm.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So it's
Oh,
neat
yeah.
that they did something for players like that. It's also a great way to burn out and not enjoy the game anymore.
Yeah.
Occasional,
yeah,
I'll
as long as it's
do
not
it.
like necessary.
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
But now that we
So
have
where were
Az
we?
back, and where were we in the conversation aside from the
Events / lost
exploration
ability.
Events.
stuff?
Oh yeah, and Lost Void.
Ah,
I think people are complaining about Yusun being the only viable character in the new Lost Void. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I have not. I also cleared it
No.
already without even realizing that.
Did you do all the 15/15 stuff?
all the intensity levels?
intensity 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have not yet.
I don't think I did the 15 one, but I played a few of them. Yeah.
Okay.
The timing is. Ooh,
It's like a joke if you play Yusun,
yeah.
which is, I guess, the thing to complain about. She intentionally trivializes the new Lost Void.
But I
Orpheus is
mean,
really cute.
Orpheus is very cute.
That's what I was looking at in the
I
last
agree.
one.
Yeah. So you said you're gonna M6?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm slowly saving. We'll see.
I hope Orpheus is the magic buffer for all the other Obel agents.
Her design.
I want her to be an aftershock support. That's what I want. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because, okay, she's Orphe and Magus. She's Topaz and Numby.
Mhm.
If you
No, I
play
actually,
Topaz and Numby.
I felt like the comparison was actually a bit closer to Hua Hua and Tail, because Orpheus's personality is super.
Yeah.
It's very different from I think what most
could
people
also say
expected. Everyone
Rick and
expected
Morty.
her to be the super like cool like cold and cool aura farming one, but she's actually really cute and adorable. And then Magus seems to be the kind of a bit more blunt and I don't know what the word is, but not aggressive, but
Dominant.
serious one of the two.
Yeah.
So then, and I also found it interesting because I thought like she was called Orpheus, but you know it's Orphe and Magus, which is Orpheus. So then I'm assuming later when we get to like see her more, they're probably either Magnus is gonna take over, or I think it's more gonna be like they kind of combine into aura farm mode. Is what I'm assuming. When they lock in, they're gonna lock in.
I don't know. But yeah, there's speculation about whether or not Magus can take over Seed, which could be really cool to see. Yeah, that could be like the team chain attack.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
So
seems like Orpheus is part cyborg. Sorry.
No, you go.
It's just like she looks like she's part cyborg. The tail is like attached to her, I think, to her spine. And her neck is also completely metal.
Chimera Thyran, I think, is what
Chimera
she is,
Thyran?
right?
Well, because she
Yeah.
has robotic horns.
She has a
too.
snake tail and she has goat horns.
Yeah.
But it looked like
And
it was all
the
metal.
faction is Greek themed.
It is mostly metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was like maybe she's part
I think the
human,
theme
part
is
whatever.
Chimera.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll see when they tell us more about her.
Yeah. Hopefully
I
soon.
keep waiting to see a fan animation that just takes the dub from Rick and Morty and replaces them with Orphe and Magus.
I see it. Do we have a Hoyo Fest for ZZZ?
They just had like a
Kind
an hour and
of.
a half
I
thing
think that
that
was
happened
official, the
recently.
most recent one.
they
Yeah, the
did.
bang. It was like called like bang. Boo,
all
bang.
the things in there were
something.
sponsored by Hoyo. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, they do Hoyo fairs for Zenless.
I think they just called it not Hoyo Fair.
I think every Hoyo fair has like a theming.
Yeah.
They have their own subtitle.
Talk about Wit Studio anime. Yes, there was a Wit Studio animated like opening, which was very, very
That
good.
was insane.
It was insanely good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna plan on watching that whole like anniversary thing on stream soon. That'll be the first
Same.
stream I do
Have
when
fun.
once I finish moving.
But yeah, that's my opinion of the Hollow Zero stuff. It's cool. I like that it's a little different. I think they changed it up in all the right ways. I wish the tag assist mechanic worked if you didn't have, or worked if you had Astra in the party. Because most teams will have Astra, most players won't be interacting with the new mechanic.
Wait, why? What?
Astra covers them up. You can't really use them with Astra.
Oh, because her own quick assist like goes on top of it.
Quick assist thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you. That makes sense.
They have don't they have one of the cards that actually like allows
Changes Astro?
Ashiao to like it
Yeah, it's
it
doing
doesn't
attack
obviously
and
helps
after
it, but
shot.
like with the tremolo, I think.
Yeah,
like
that's
yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
That doesn't help the exact issue that you were talking about, but no, to
I mean,
your
I'm
point
sure
exactly.
they'll find a way to fix it. They could just have it at a different button as opposed to the space bar.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're doing a
Yeah,
whole thing with
the
key
feedback
bindings, so-
forms.
Yeah, feedback forms.
Feedback
There you go.
forms.
Put it in there.
Just
Mention
more hashtags, guys. What do we call this one?
Josh, did you already give your opinion on the Lost Void? Or like story? Orphe?
Shoot. I'll be honest. I didn't have when I went through it, I was like, I was just talking about how cute Orphe is, and I didn't really have too much to go like when I did it because I was mainly more focused on just like trying to get through it all so I can get to the higher intensities. But the matter of fact is that like
Okay, so you did.
you
do
know,
the
I
next
think
step.
in my opinion about Hoba,
Yeah, it's
Hoba's
like
so
I think it's
cute.
Hoba. Yeah.
In concept.
Hoba, yeah.
What?
I think when it comes to like the symbiotic ethereals and stuff,
Yeah,
like
the new
there's levels to it, right? So of course Nineveh is the queen bee one, like that's up at the way top, and then we
Smash.
have, you know, yes, we
Sorry.
I like how you could tell
The
that that
demon-
was
the
like
demon took
actually
over.
like that was instinctual. That wasn't even that
That
just
was
happened.
good.
I'm sorry. The
The
voices
intrusive
took
thoughts.
over.
Yeah. But then, you know, like, to your point, as I wish they fleshed out Geppetto as like a higher ethereal, but like understanding like, oh, okay, so we're seeing like they're just gonna plop him in, and then, you know, Hoba seeming like, I don't know if it's like a Taurus or something. Like I imagine like you know, if anybody knows season 2 of Shield Hero, the big Taurus with like the huge like crystal things on the back, and I'll be honest, I hated that season. But anyways,
What, we're going
basically,
to another
like,
world?
what was that?
We're going to another world?
We are.
Whoa. No way. The story is going to jump off a cliff and be really boring. No.
Is that what
Can't
happened in
believe
season
it.
2?
That's what happens after they
Basically,
defeat the
yeah.
turtle. The turtle is a portal to another universe.
Yeah.
What?
Isekai?
It makes no sense. Don't question
It doesn't.
I
It don't- yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
watched
yeah.
the first season, but I didn't get to watch I never watched season 2 or anything about
Honestly, season 1 was solid. You don't need to watch too much, or just
I
read the
found
manga. I'll be honest. But yeah, the whole arc was confusing. The whole tortoise was, but I can imagine Hoba, this like huge tortoise with like all the crystals on the back, and people were just like plopping through hollows here and there, like, oh, I found it, mine. All right, we're out, and then they plop through another hole. Oh, mine, as
Yeah.
it keeps like slowly crawling through. That's my.
It was
I
just
don't
getting
know.
robbed.
Yeah, I
What
know.
if he's just
It
a
is,
hoarder
it is,
and
yeah.
collector?
Yeah, he's
And
just
then the
chilling.
corporations are stealing.
He really is just
He's
chilling.
just
The
trying to live
ultimate
his best
miasma
life.
shield, if it's a turtle.
Oh boy. Let's.
Oh, actually.
Well, to be
That would
fair,
make sense.
it is the one that's like bringing
Actually.
in miasma to Hollow Zero, so
Oh, yeah.
it could happen.
Yeah.
Well, besides Lost Void, how'd you guys like the gameplay of Eos's mech?
I didn't do it yet, but
Oh, you
Hey.
didn't do it?
I love the
Fuck.
music.
I've heard
it's really
The
good.
music is very, very
The
good.
music
Nice.
is key.
Oh,
I
that doesn't
thought it
remind
was
me of
great.
song.
something I want to say after, though.
What was that, Age?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That just reminds me of something I want to say after. But no, you can talk about the events first. I haven't played it yet.
It was they went in more depth than I thought they were going to. Like with the mech. They had like actual skill trees, which I didn't expect them to do. Not like the skill trees were anything crazy, but you know, it's still cool that they did that. And I still 100% like trust that it's a test for Seed. They wanted to try out how a massive unit like that would work in combat, and I'm gonna need Seed to play like that. I'll say that.
Yeah, Seed better be so big. It's gonna be so cool if we can get just a massive ass robot.
He should be, because in the other interview that happened recently, they actively said that there is no like size limits off. So
Yeah.
hopefully that they were in reference to Seed.
She could be pretty cool.
Here's to that.
The Bangbu in the mecha. What are the chances that Seed is a Bangbu inside the mech suit?
high.
It's a playable Bangbu.
It's high. I mean, it's
Actually,
like-
this event was the first introduction to Seed.
It would be
Seed
funny.
is the bag from the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be funny. I mean, there is actually there's dialogue in S and B, or sorry, in Triggers. Oh wait, no, it was S. Wait, oh my God, what was it? Yeah, it was
It's
S
Trigger,
and
where
Bs.
she goes Soldier 11.
Trigger,
She's not
yes.
Seed is not exactly an artificial.
Oh
life
no,
form.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that
Oh,
she's on the
okay.
phone and she's talking to assumably Seed, and then the dialogue
Oh,
cuts
yeah.
to Ina. Like it cuts to like Bangbu talk on the phone.
Does it?
It does, yeah.
Oh.
Which I thought was Seed until that happened, and then I was confused. But
Oh.
it would be kind of funny if it is just as long as that when you play Seed that you play the mech, like just
Yeah.
actually the mech, then it's like, you know,
That'd be a way to make a big character that you can walk around Overworld as.
Ooh.
It'll be so interesting to see the map from a different angle.
Yeah.
It'll be so
That'd
much
actually be so
taller.
fun. That'd actually be so fun. Ooh.
And yeah, it was Trigger that said it, but it was during Envy's agent mission. SNV's.
Okay.
Quality time with Seed would be interesting. You take any of this Seed talk out of context and
But I mean, a lot of people are worried. Not to say that, you know, we're doom posting it, but like, you know, a lot of people have been talking about, oh, what if it's a Firefly situation? Which
It's a Bangbu. She's a Bangbu, right? That's definitely it, right?
it's not a cute kawaii girl, of course.
Would people
no.
still be upset? I have no idea.
Firefly and Bangbu.
I don't know.
But Seed's pronouns are officially her in every language as of
Oh, really?
1.7. Yeah,
They did go through.
as
and
of
update it,
1.7, they changed it all.
I did not know that.
All right.
Firefly
Alright.
is a Bangbu. You guys are right. We're learning the truth here first.
What bang? Boo?
Boo? Enna?
Yeah.
Next update, Firefly comes back. Enna? Enna?
Yeah, well, whenever you get to play that event, I think you guys will really enjoy that. Because it was really good.
All right.
The story was fun.
Great.
Also, tell me how you like Billy's voice acting in that event, because they did. I will say it was definitely an error. But there's no robotic filter on Billy's
heard that.
voice during that event. It's just like his voice.
Oh,
And
Oh, I heard about that.
yeah, and I will say Billy's voice acting during this act was so peak. Like, it was actually really, really good. And I was asking Chad, I was like, I can't tell if it's because I can like hear the nuance in his voice because the effect isn't there, or like what it is, but it's very good. Just let me know what you think about
Oh, I'm
Billy
so
no
curious
robotic
now.
voice. Yeah, you're gonna have to do it before they fix
Wow.
it.
Okay.
Hmm.
We'll keep that in mind. But what about
even
the
realize
cinema event? You
The
also
cinema.
did that one.
The cinema event is
I-
you go.
I do have stuff to say. It's cute. I really respect the developers for putting in at least one male character. Honestly,
Wait, who is it? Who is it? Wait, I need to know.
it's
Who is
Haramasa.
the male
You
character?
get to go on a movie date with Haramasa,
Armasa.
Yeah, Haramasa.
I
and he
can't
has
go with
unique
the
dialogue if you
lighter.
play Belle.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna add more, because they also I'm assuming they're gonna try and make it into like an actual like what's it called,
Permanent.
trust event
Concurrent event.
Maybe.
Or not
thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, they did only have one male so far.
I respect them for doing one at all. I didn't think it would happen. Honestly, I believe in equal opportunity gooning.
Masa's one of the girlies, honestly.
Yeah, the only one that because I understand the whole event was kind of supposed to be like a, oh my gosh, you're going on a date. I didn't really care about any of that except when it came to Venus, because I love Venus. That was actually just
This
absolute
was
cinema.
nice.
I love that. But overall, absolute 10 out of 10 event, because all of the actual lines when you're watching the movie are voiced by the person that you're going with. And I love the UI. The UI is super sick during it. And it actually fleshed out the NPCs. A lot of the people you get to bring are NPCs. And a lot of like people that I wanted to see
Coco is
more
a
of.
freak.
Coco is so funny.
Coco has issues.
Coco does have issues.
I liked Coco, but she needs help. She needs professional help.
Yeah, Coco does have some issues, but she's amazing. I didn't know we were gonna get Coco because I play through everything blind, and it was really funny because literally at the beginning I was like, because this is a great event to flesh out NPCs, I hope we get to see Coco because we learn nothing
I
about
need
Coco.
Sweetie and Susie in the next version.
We
do
need
need
Sweetie.
Susie.
We need
Yes.
Sweetie.
So fine.
I do need
Oh
some
my
more
gosh.
voice Susie screen time. Orchidea's wife
Sweetie kept me
material.
sane.
Oh yeah. Sweetie's model is great. I think it is really funny seeing everyone fiend over Sweetie's model. It's
Have
very
you
funny.
seen fan art of Yusuen in Sweetie's outfit?
I have not. No.
No?
Oh, no.
I've seen fan
No,
art of
please,
Yushen.
Ben.
I've seen fan art of Vivian in
yeah.
it. Yeah.
What outfit?
Josh.
gonna need some sauce. I'm gonna need some
have
sauce
not
after
seen
this
that.
podcast.
I have it all in the bookmarks. Don't worry, I'll
Oh
dish
my
it out.
God.
I'm gonna just dish it out. Don't worry, guys.
Yishuan skin if it was peak.
Oh, did you not like the Yushuan skin?
It's fine. It's cute. It's very different. I like it.
How do you feel about the thigh rub?
Oh yeah, it's got a sound effect.
It does have a sound effect.
Amazing. Good for them.
I
I like that
joke
they put the
around.
lines on the back of the stockings so you can see her legs
Yeah, I
move more
saw that.
easily.
Yeah.
They-
Volume
it's,
200%.
it's a cute skin. It's nice.
Yeah.
You did all
Nah.
her, did you guys do all of her quality time events?
No, not yet.
No, I
I
didn't.
haven't
I
had
told her.
time to yet.
I didn't.
Okay, then
It's
I won't say
over me, though.
anything.
I need to do it.
Yeah,
Man,
I do hope
yo-
that they add more skins though.
Yeah, me too.
They definitely will be.
Yeah. I think they probably put it on the back burner while they were trying to work on everything else.
Yeah.
How
Because I mean,
far with skins do you think they'll go? Will
Like, in
they do
terms of-
swimsuit skins?
Do swimsuit
Like-
skins? Or do you mean
Yeah,
like
like
effects? I mean, I'm sure they'll do like
no,
actual.
swimsuit skins.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Are we beating the Gunnar game
hmm.
allegations with this one?
Well, no, we're not beating the Gunnar game allegations, but
we're never beating those.
I mean, with the skins that
I'll-
we've already got, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
I just want
I
them to
feel like
actually
I'll
release one
say-
that changes the effects.
The skins
Mhm.
so far have been formal wear. They're pretty. They're
No,
not
yeah.
Well,
tame,
Yeah.
but they're like fancy.
yeah,
They're
they-
up class.
they got some shots. This is specifically the Yishuan's one. That one. They
Both
do a
of
lot.
the Astra skin and the Yishuan skin are just open down the middle.
I do think if they ever decide to do swimsuit skins, it won't be stuff just like, oh, they're wearing a bikini, you know? They'll definitely, it might be maybe like a summer themed skin that has a little bit of skin, I'm assuming, but I don't think they'll go like full all
don't
the
think they'll
way
do
to
bikini?
just,
Yeah, not
Bikini stuff.
HI3 bikini.
because I know
skins.
Hoyoverse itself has like
Yeah.
a bad history with swimsuit /
Honey girl
spicy
sits is
stuff,
what they have a
so
problem with.
Well, there was a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
think
there was
there's
some
somebody-
skins that they had to remove from
yeah.
HI3, I think, in
Yes.
the original ones, specifically for Kiana, because it was like literally just the tiniest bikini in the world.
Mhm.
I mean, we just gotta wait to see how the revenue from Weathering Waves does, because they got two bomb.
Yeah.
Skins in that game are
Those
You
so
know,
are
summer
really nice.
swimsuit skins.
They're
Oh,
so
did they? Oh,
pretty.
I don't think I've seen them.
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Well, goodbye to my wallet tomorrow, I guess. I don't know how much they cost, but but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think they'll probably. I do think that they'll take it further. I think that would be nice if they're some of their future skins. They don't even have to make like fully original designs. You know, they already have so many original designs in all of the different splash arts for the stories. You know,
Mm.
agent stories, main story quests. They have so many variations of the
I
character designs.
need a
already
reskin
made?
for Soldier Zero Anby to just be normal Anby. I need this.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, I
you
would
could
also-
just mod it. There's a mod for it.
Oh, careful!
That's a big no-no, especially on stream.
I
no.
mean, you don't gotta put it on stream.
Mhm. Yeah, but no, it would be so cool if they could make skins of some of the splash arts. 'Cause
Yeah.
those designs those go so hard. Oh my god, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
Like I honestly don't even need it to be Gunnar. I just want to see their cool ass designs, you know?
Yeah, no, there are a lot of really good skins from the art.
Hugo open shirt skin. No, that's just what Age wants.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've
his M6. Yeah, make the M6 art into a skin.
Age, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about with the M6 art, right? So
For
he's
defaults?
holding this
Oh, for
little
Hugo.
package for Hugo. I'm like, I see this. He's holding a condom, right? This is supposed to be a
It's
condom.
chocolate. What do you mean? That's clearly chocolate. You know, there's no resemblance to
But, like,
any
whole-
other particular kind of.
I just have
packet.
to respect that they put it in the game. Honestly,
I-
it's nothing but respect.
He's licking it. He's licking it off his fingers and dripping down his chest.
And he's holding a little thing between his fingers.
Yeah, Hugo was definitely a choice that they made.
Yeah, choice.
Listen,
Like,
that's what I love about Zenless, though.
Wait,
You know,
so-
they let everyone goon equally, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, we'll definitely have more female characters. Totally understandable. It's a gacha game, but they still, you know, they still give some sauce to people who also might like, you know, male characters, and I can respect it.
Nope.
As you should.
I must thank them. True equality, you know.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Everyone gets
we
to
need
goon.
we need next male teaser better have some close-ups from behind.
Have you guys have you guys seen my JSTERN, you need to
Yes.
see my stream
No.
transition.
It's so good. It's so good.
wait, open up my stream real quick. I need to show you.
Oh my god. Okay, send this to me. Hold on.
Okay, give me a second.
Here, hold on. I'll pull it up from my chat too in case they haven't seen it.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's
But in the meantime, folks,
Here.
hey,
Thank you.
hopefully we're all doing well. As we're all actively pulling up Aegis stream.
Are you guys ready? I put myself on blast here, honestly, but you know, it's fine. But you guys got it?
What are we looking for?
Oh, are you just looking at my stream? I'll
Yeah,
show
yeah.
you.
I'm looking at your
I'll show you
stream.
my-
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Okay. Here, look. I don't know how long the delay is, but
There it is. There it is. There it is.
There it is.
That's a long delay, but
It's
yeah,
a nice
it's great.
transition.
It's
It's clean.
a perfect transition.
thank you, Hoyoverse.
It's great. It's great.
Oh wait, sorry for derailing, but
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say, is there anything like any other major topic you wanted to talk about? Because it is getting a little late, and I do have to like actually finish packing since I'm moving everything.
You do have to finish packing.
Yes.
I kind of, and this is kind of like an extra thing that I wanted to toss out just because I know Age is a little bit more, you know, of the variety gacha player. JSTERN, you also play Genshin. Do you guys have any opinions on some of the newer content outside of Zenless Zone Zero, aka UA 2.4, Genshin 5.7, etc., etc.?
honestly, I'm really excited for all of the games because
Skirk's cool.
I haven't played 2.4 yet. Looks great. Yeah, there's Skirk and Genshin, plus Nodcry, which I think will be pretty interesting if they execute it well. Finon, Fate collab coming up next patch. There's lots of
Yes.
exciting
the
stuff
fake
to look
collab.
forward to.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really excited for the fake collab. I want Archer.
Mm.
I would actually pull for Archer if he wasn't free.
Oh, is
I
it?
mean,
I
wait,
forgot he was free. Yeah.
Where the hell's
Are there
me?
like idolins for the
He has
characters?
Eidolon. Yes.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a light cone, he has Eidolons. Same with
It's not
Ratio.
as
He has a
shiny,
light
you
cone
know?
and Eidolons.
It's not as shiny.
Okay. But yeah. Okay. For me, I'm coming back to Genshin. I
Skirk?
guess like Skirk's obviously a very polarizing character.
Is she?
I would say so.
Well,
I
I saw what you tweeted about the meta.
What do people have? What's controversial about Skirk? Is it that people are
Oh.
upset Dainsleep isn't coming?
not this. I wouldn't say necessarily controversial. Excuse me. When I meant like polarizing, more just like drawing you in, kind of like, you know. And I think how Genshin is using this new like 5.7 update is in a way like how Zenless Zone Zero utilized 1.4 with the story, and to kind of like not necessarily pivot, but like, in some way, like collectively, like bring it all together. Where Genshin's not bringing like Natlan together, but it's using it kind of like as a,
No, they're leaving that
change in tempo.
Isn't it? It's Mondstadt.
5.6. I'll be honest. I assume you did the 5.6 story. How did you feel about like?
I didn't. I know what happens in it though.
Oh, okay. So you okay. But like, for me, a lot of those like lore drops and all that stuff, like, we're trying to expedite that transition period, which I kind of get. But I think 5.7. Hopefully, they take the time to actually like flush out. Of course, I believe we have a Skirk story.
I think you are going to be disappointed.
Satch.
But I'm pretty sure the 5.7 story is set primarily in Mondstadt.
Okay.
It's continuing stuff from 5.6.
To be fair, I don't expect shit from Dainsley. All right, I don't expect anything from that man anymore. I see him for 2 seconds. All right, chill, man. See ya. He does like a fire attack or like one.
I expect
sword
him to
slash.
be completely silent when he shows up. That's what I expect. I think it's a reasonable thing to expect. He will be completely silent. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Right, I got your back, buddy.
I have lost faith in Dainsleif. And it's not to say I don't like Dainsleif. It's just that right now they're not utilizing him. So
I think it's every year you get your Laura Dainsleif quest. They know what they're doing. It's the slow drip of information. Because if he tells you the entire plot, that's the entire plot. And they won't tell you.
But they can only drag it on for so long, you know?
Yeah. True.
That's
before you
the
need
thing.
something more substantial, right? I'm not too sure about exactly what's happening in Genshin, but
No,
just
they
based
can
off
drag
what
it
you
out
guys are
forever.
saying, I think that's the impression I'm getting.
So
We have at least-
Nodcry
yeah, go ahead,
is essentially like this gap year where they're taking time to do things that haven't been or that were left by the wayside. So it's an extension of Genshin Story. This was not intended content as far as we're aware. So it's easy to call it filler, but it's not necessarily filler. There are also, they may release these maps, but there are also a bunch of missing areas in existing maps. We're missing half of Fontaine, and specifically Mount Essus, which is the highest point in Tevat. We're missing the Blackcliff Forge in Liyue. And Dormant Port in Mondstadt has been teased since Sumeru. And the theory is that these maps will find their way out during this year. We'll see.
At some point. I mean, hopefully they'll give more exploration. I know that was like a big thing that we talked about when we originally talked about Nodcry on however many episodes ago, was that they need to still give some sort of exploration thing instead of just going to like previous areas and telling new stories or something. So
no. Well, a story for Nodcry is it's like a boiling pot. There's like a war breaking out between a bunch of different factions, which is what people wanted the Natlan story to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think they're trying to kind of like redo that land, maybe, or at least the vibes of it, of what people wanted initially?
It wasn't a success. I don't know.
Well, I think there's
I mean,
like
what's your opinion on it? What's your opinion on it?
I didn't like Natlan at all. I liked the exploration a lot, though. I think they did a great job with all the maps in that one. I just don't care for the characters. And I do not care for the way Hoyo games tell their stories. I cannot stand people who will hypocritically say, this Hoyo game story is good, the other ones are bad. No, they're all presented awfully. They're so boring. I'm sorry. They're all the same. Amphorius is not any better than Natlan, and Amphorius is not any different from all of Star Rail.
Josh?
I'm sorry.
Hey, opinions are all welcome. But yeah, no, like
But-
I think at its root, the Hoyo games, at least the ones I've played, like Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, they all have really good concepts. And honestly, like the story itself, for the most part, I do really like. But for sure, the way that they tell the story can get really boring sometimes and very draggy. Because I liked the Euphoria story a lot, but obviously, you know, a lot of the patches were very draggy. They tend to add a lot of bloat to all of their story, both, you know, Genshin and Star Rail from my experience. Feels a little bit like maybe Zenless might be heading that direction too. I hope that's not the case and that they are still just kind of figuring out stuff, but you know, it's like they do have to start stepping up a bit as well, because we can only kind of let them figure out stuff for so long, you know? Like, I think a lot of people were waiting for 2.0 and they wanted 2.0 to be an amazing, like, they're gonna fix all of the issues that we had and they're gonna like relaunch the game and it's gonna be so fantastic. But then, you know, again, the story was fine. It's an introduction story to the next section, so it's not going to be anything too crazy. But, you know, that on top of a lot of the issues and stuff, I think for sure that the main story in 2.0 definitely did not live up to the hype. I don't necessarily think it's terrible and, you know, horrible, but when, you know, you have a lot of hype, the disappointment will definitely be a lot stronger if you can't even reach like a decent level close to it. So I don't know. I hope Zenless doesn't walk down that path. I know I really want them to bring the comics back. So feedback forms.
Yeah,
if you guys also want the comics back.
I do want more comics back, but in terms of like the actual like hype for 2.0, I wasn't expecting there to be anything like super crazy hype of like action-packed stuff in 2.0. Because Zenless is known for like taking its time. Really, it was really up until 1.4 when they when it was literally the climax of the story, and then everyone came back and was like, this is so epic, this is what it needs to be every time. And it's like, okay, well, the story does need to, you know, actually have some build up. The reason why 1.4 was legitimately so like fun for those who actually played through all like the rest of it was because there was build up. Obviously, yeah, you're gonna get more dopamine either way. I mean, there was more action in 1.4, even if you didn't play the rest. But I don't want them to try to make every single update like unbelievably action packed. I do want them to still, you know, build up like they did in season 1. So, but yeah, more comics. I do think Zenless overall definitely had a much better presentation for the story than any of the Hoyo games, just because they had more options. They had the normal, you know, dialogue models are on screen, dialogue on bottom. They had the cutscenes, they had the comics, and then also not just the comics, but they do also have just the screens of like the art, like the little art panels they have in some cases, which is like a one-off.
I like the visual novel storytelling device that they use, where characters can be a bit more expressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
think that's
rather than having the character model standing, you have them do their different expressions.
Yeah.
And stuff too when you do have the dialogue.
And I also like the way that they do the background.
Like
because like if they are in different locations, then they actually have the background having like different, like wherever their location is. And if they are next to each other, then they do try their best to like have the backgrounds kind of match up to show that they are like next to each other.
But they're also slightly off, so it's not like just one PNG, right? Because they're standing in different locations. So there's small details like that that are really nice.
Yeah, so even if you don't just spam comics in the surveys, definitely spam less black screens for sure, because they can. I know they can.
But as some closing remarks, do we have anything that we needed to wrap up on in terms of our points?
Yuzuha is peak. Jufufu is peak. When are they gonna reveal the secret teaser character from the end of the trailer?
True.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw theories that
what are the theories?
Shuan, I forgot his name, but the horse guy from Yunquei Summit.
Yeah,
his hair, his color, like his style, his hairstyle and stuff is very similar to the color and style of that character's hair. So people are wondering if maybe later we'll have him as a connector to that character. Maybe I don't know.
They also the
Oh.
Yi part apparently is like the last name. They have like share the same last name, so they might be like siblings.
Mm. Yeah, that's what people are saying. So
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, it'll be interesting.
And I wonder why they kept their face hidden.
Yeah, I mean,
to
I want to know
build
how
and
the teaser
tree.
character.
yeah,
That has to be a story thing.
It's a huge story. It's gotta be a huge story thing.
I have no idea.
Okay. I think that's good though. Keeping some mysteries, not showing too much. I like some other parts of the that they already. But
Yeah, I mean, I do hope that they pull back a little bit on their trailers. I would say because again, sorry, one last thing. It's just like going back to the story thing super fast was, yes, there was a twist at the end, but honestly, up until that specific one twist, everything else to me was just really predictable because it played out exactly what I expected from the trailer. So
yeah,
I think that's one of the things Hoyo does sometimes struggle with. Like they do sometimes show a bit too much with a lot of their trailers and promotional media. So I don't know, maybe the best
Technically
solution
free
is
to not engage with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like, do I have to just not watch it? But then it's like their promotional media. So I don't know. It's just
we got to react to the trailers,
a little
guys.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like oh my
Definitely
God,
was an
apparently-
Arlecchino moment for those Genshin players.
Who's
That's a
that?
little bit more.
We're getting power crept in 6 months. What?
Factuals. Yep, that's what it is. No,
Gotta
I
watch
meant like the
Party
Arlecchino like trailer. Remember when the story of her and the redhead girl, like that
Oh,
whole
okay.
Yeah,
animation.
they posted it, and then it spoiled her entire quest.
So that whole quest.
Yes.
It's still a good quest though. They just the big plot device was told before. Anyways, but
Gonna have to do watch parties with our eyes closed.
This sounds really peak.
It
Oh my
sounds so
God.
good, guys.
I am so excited.
But yeah, that's just like a small thing that I do hope that they fix, but just wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to. I know most of the story stuff before it happens. Just I hear about it. It's hard for me to have that much of an opinion on the official media spoiling it. I do think it's really funny how close to the chest they tried to keep the Miasma Priest when they are in the 2.0 teaser, and they put out IGN footage. And as soon as you log in, the first thing you really have to do when you pull Yusen is to fight the Miasma Priest early.
Were they
I
trying
think
to
that's a little
hide it?
funny.
The Miasma Priest?
Yeah, they didn't let anyone show it. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like
if you look
in-
at for example like C server
Okay,
content.
I see what you're saying.
You were not allowed to show anything with the Miasma Priest.
I mean, I also kind of felt that in the story too. They made the priest seem like such a big reveal, but it's like I've already seen it so many times in all of the promotional stuff. So, but yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna harp on that point, but
Yeah.
It's funny.
Amongst the criticism that we have, I think, just to kind of wrap everything up in a nice and a little neat bow, we still have a lot of like great points that we can kind of, again, I use the word springboard a lot, but like we can jump off of to enhance the story, enhance our overall just experience of said story and the quests and just gameplay. That again, to the point where 2.0 felt a lot slower than we wanted it to, but I think, and I can come back to this in 6 to 8 months or whatever, but to see if I was right or wrong. But once we get to the end of our 2.x mainline experience, hopefully we'll have now recognize oh, this was a much smaller portion to the greater overarching story and experience that they want to tell and have for us. So
and the new area is amazing.
It's cool. I like what they did. I do think that the setting could be a little more interesting. I feel like it's
Fair.
been done before. I know that they spoke about the inspiration for the new area being Guangdong, and which is why there are so many Kanto restaurants. So the setting is inspired from different regions than the Lufo and Liyue. So that's cool. It is ultimately very similar.
Yeah.
I
What
liked how busy the city was, though.
Yeah. You guys definitely didn't do all the temple management stuff yet, did you?
I mean, I'm not.
I'm only
with
at
it, but I'm
level 28, 29.
Oh, wow. I'm only
The
at
final
20.
form of the temple is actually really cool looking.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like it.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
My final remark will be because Chad's talking about it. Damien, I did actually I liked the Damien arc that they actually tried to what's it called? My expectation was that he was just immediately going to be like the asshole because he's a tops guy, but they went out of the way to kind of divert my expectations. That's what I'm looking for. With Damien being kind of like he's still like, you know, a tops guy deep down, but
still a little shrewd.
I love the fact that they made him like actually kind of a nice guy. And then yeah, there's the whole is Damien the HIA guy from the trailer, and at first I keep saying no, and I'm still gonna keep saying no. Well, we still don't actually know, but literally the only difference is the earring. Like the model is the exact same, and I saw a comment that was so fucking funny.
Like,
that
he doesn't
was
have the earring.
He doesn't have the earring, and so the comment that I saw that I'm going with now is they're like, I'm getting so pissed off that people don't think that Damien's the HIA guy because it's like Perry the Platypus. They're like, Damien, and they put the earring on. Damien, the HIA guy.
Oh.
And it's like, holy.
He's got a twin brother.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the fact that they had Damien also in, I think it was Alice's drip marketing or Yuza's, was one of them. But I think it's it'll be cool to see if Damien gets like a slap on the wrist from Tops and he gets like a little upset and then leaves and joins the HIA and starts doing like his own shit. I think that'd be really funny. But yeah, I really like the way that they're setting up Damien if Damien is actually the HIA guy.
Will HIA guy be playable?
I would like to say so. I mean, everyone was so hyped. Everyone is like, "Ah, he's so hot. He's so hot." They focused on him like 3 times in the trailer, and then had a direct close up on his face.
On his companion.
No, they did have a direct close up of him, like before the companion. Yeah. But yes. So yeah, and also everyone was calling him John Zenless.
He is John.
No, yeah, his character arc is really good. I completely forgot to talk about that. No, because I think what they did with Damien as well was a nice way of basically, this is the first time we've seen someone from Tops who is not necessarily just an evil person, right? They're not just a terrible individual taking advantage. You're sure maybe who knows what he's done, you know, in his pursuit of getting that bag, but for the most part, it's nice to see some nuance in terms of the bigger organizations that are the bigger powers at play, right? You know, within Tops, we have people with the Exaltus, but we also have people who seem to just be more disconnected with it, trying to seemingly just, you know, do their job and make some money. And then same thing with all the other organizations too. Anyways, it's just nice to see that we are starting to get a kind of a level where we're starting to be able to gauge kind of what's going on within all of these great powers that have so much influence in New Eridu. So yeah, the subversion of Damien's character, I also thought he was just going to be a generic, you know, oh, he's the Tops guy. He's just going to fuck us over. He's fucking over the workers. But yeah, his arc was really, really nice as well. Actually, he was one of my favorite characters in the new story.
Yeah,
actually.
I do hope we get to see
I
him more.
completely forgot about him because I was so focused on Yushwan, but yeah.
Anything else, gang?
I think
All right.
that's it.
I think it's a it's 2.0.
Did you see the promotional art for Jifuku's music video?
Oh
very
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did. It's really
Yeah,
good.
you didn't see
Today?
it?
No, they did it
They
yesterday.
didn't post it officially,
Or 2 days
last
but
ago.
it was on Hoyo. Hoyo
Last
Lab.
night? No, I was editing.
Here, look at this. I'll send you the Hoyo Lab link. Look at this.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah, it is great. It's actually like incredible.
Chat for you guys. It's so funny.
Oh.
Is it gonna force me to log in to?
No, you can just close it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it
It's
is.
so hilarious.
What
This
is
is official
this?
artwork for Jafufu's music video.
What
It's
is
so
I
it?
can't
good.
wait to see what this video is.
It's my favorite.
I can't wait.
That's why I'm also excited because her agent quest is gonna be based around like her doing the
Mm.
movie that she wants to do. So
Oh,
her agent quest is
okay.
gonna be incredibly fun to go through too.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
because she also mentioned
Basically,
multiple
Jafufu.
times in the main story. That was the movie that inspired her, right?
Mhm. Yeah, she even named the
So-
popcorn thing after the main character from the story.
Yeah.
She is Kenshiro, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We got some
2.0, you know, with all of its flaws, is still a very solid update in my opinion, especially with all of the side content.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, hopefully Jufufu's story will be really good. I think all of the recent agent stories have been fantastic. They have honestly not missed in the agent stories since, I would say, some of the earlier ones. But yeah, I am really excited. The story build up. We've gotten the tutorials out of the way now, okay? They're done. So
It's over.
from now on, we should just be, going in, and hopefully it'll be a very, very good time. And yeah, obviously feedback forums are always there for us to give feedback, so we'll definitely be using those, and hopefully that will help us improve the game that we all love and enjoy.
Yes.
Looking forward to the future updates and the second half.
Agreed.
There we go, gamers. All right, let's wrap it up. Firstly, to introduce us, let us go to our very, very special guest, JSTERN. Thank you so much for coming on. And and actually,
Thank you for having me.
looking
I'm
from the
sorry I was
we
late.
appreciate it, bro.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, no, I'm sorry I was late. That's completely my bad.
I hope the nap was good. Everyone needs naps.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we wanted you to take the nap because you work so much.
Uh-huh.
You needed the energy.
Coming from me, Jafu video, maybe this weekend on my YouTube. You can check me out on Twitch at JSTERN JSTERN25. And yeah, I'm gonna continue doing what we've been doing. Lots of the hardcore Zenless content. If you want to learn how I play Yisan, you can drop by and ask. What else do I have to say? 2.0 was cool. I look forward to seeing what they come up with for the remaining versions. Thank you for having me again.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah,
As
apologies.
real
I
vanity.
did not mean to be late. I'm so sorry.
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
all
Trust me,
good.
I've been late before too.
All of us can relate.
Yes.
Don't worry.
But yes, yeah, my name is Astro Vanity. I do Zenless lore. That's pretty much it right now. However, the art is almost done, I think, for my schedule. And then once that happens, when I'm moving, so I won't be streaming. This will be the last stream for a little bit. And then the first stream that I'm going to do when I get back is going to be watching the like all the fan works for the Zenless anniversary thing. And then I was telling you at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the stream, I think the next stream after that, I'm gonna do the new FNAF game. I think I'm gonna stream the new Five Nights at Freddy's game
Oh.
because
Nice.
I really, really want to.
Look, the stream matters. So you got to stream from the cardboard box.
Yeah. I gotta make
Come on,
it.
dude. Pull up.
Yeah, true. I need to on launch. It's gonna be late because I think the game like launches like very soon. But yeah, I'm gonna start actually doing variety. I know I've said that a lot, but I've been very busy with actual life. I'm moving, so once I move and I have way more like time and I don't have to worry about the lore 5-hour lore video anymore, and the moving, I'll be doing variety. So Expedition 33 is coming as well.
Oh, you gotta play that one.
Yeah, that one's
Play
gonna be
so
good.
good.
Blueprints, if you haven't this
Do
year.
what? Do what?
Blueprints. That's the other game of
Blueprints.
the year.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it's
I don't
the
even think
mansion roguelike.
mansion puzzle game.
roguelike.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even think I've heard of that. I will check that out. So
Well,
I'll,
now
I'll
you
put that
have.
on the, yeah, I'll put that on the list. What was the other? Oh, something human. I forget what it is. It's an old
Detroit
game.
Become Human?
Detroit Become Human. Yeah, I'm
Detroit
gonna
Bec-
play that too because I have not played that game yet. So that's
Oh,
coming on there too.
nice.
But
All right.
yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
Age?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I mean, I'm finally not dying as much from videos and stuff, and yeah, I'm just really excited for a lot of the upcoming, patches and stuff. Like I said, play the new story. Been trying to do some story reviews lately. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss, but I am trying to, just evolve my content so that I can also expand and have discussions, stuff like that with chat about things we love and don't love about games. So I am having a good time. Also playing Expedition 33, very, very good game. As excited for you to finish that.
Yeah.
And
Did
yeah, you
finish
guys,
Act 1.
I finished Act 1. Act 1. Oh my god, JSTERN. DMs. Oh.
I finished it. I've played the whole game. It's great. I played it on stream,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Besides
it's
the
good.
ending, I played it just before 2.0 came out.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
best
Or just
timing.
before 2.0. No, just before
Ah.
2.0 leaks came out. Sorry.
Ooh, mine's ongoing.
So, like, the day we got all the information, like you said, I was at the final boss on Expedition 33.
Mhm.
So I ended up finishing it off stream. But I did everything else on
no.
stream. It's great.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been addicting. So, yeah. Anyways. Oh, you can
Alrighty.
find me on AGEKK on social media. Yeah, that's about it. That's me.
Let's go.
Very nice meeting you all.
And to wrap us all up, it's your boy Josh. We're on the Twitches, we're on the YouTubes. Finally wrapped up my guide prep series for a little bit more of the intro beginner players / returner players. And looking forward to I have a community tournament that I'm hosting. This is more of like a smaller one in order to kind of use this as an experiment for a bigger tournament. For those who know Pokemon or Pokemon modded games, there's a mod called Run and Bun, where it takes some of the lesser popular / worse performing Pokemon and slaps them into a super hard mod. So what I'm doing is I am trying to get the worst performing Zenless characters and have people compete in Geodefense and Deadly Assault runs. So
Okay.
That's actually
Yeah.
sick.
Neko
Yeah.
versus Billy?
no, that's exactly it. Like the restricted units are Corin,
Ooh.
Billy, Nekomata, Death, Ben,
Seth,
and
my goat.
Ooh.
there's
Who's your
one more
front runner?
missing.
Who you picking?
Corin.
Corin's your
course.
front runner?
Corin.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have a run with Corin Caesar on one end, and then the other end, because right now for the Shiyu round that I'm running, it's Yishen. I've told chat this is my strategy, but Yishen, Ben, and Seth, and then the other side is Corin and Caesar, and then I'm trying to figure out third, but yeah. So if you guys would like to try out yourselves, I do have a Twitter link. Do it post podcast, but yeah, if you guys are interested in participating, anybody can participate. So and it's pretty, the barrier to entry is very low, so yeah, come try it out.
Amazing.
But that'll wrap it up for the Proxy Podcast, episode 1 of season 2. Everybody, thank you so much for
Let's
tuning
go.
in, and make sure to rate us on 5 star, not on 5 star. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. All right. If you don't,
Professionals.
we'll find you.
Yeah.
We'll hunt you down. We'll track your miasma.
It was very nice
Thanks,
meeting everyone.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
nice
for
meeting
having
you.
me.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm glad you
course,
can
Kate.
make it.
Bye, everybody.
No, no, like genuinely.
no.
No, because we were like, oh no, we're gonna have to reschedule with JSTERN. But very, very happy we were able to chat today. It was really fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. NPC wave,
Oh,
everybody.
yes. There you go.
Oh,
Classic
Goodbye. See you later.
outro. Bye, everybody. All right. And that'll do it. That'll
Amazing.
do it.
Well,
There we
I am
go.
gonna immediately head out because I do need a pack. It is now almost 9 p.m. So I'm gonna get literally everything off of everything and disassemble my entire setup. So I will talk to you guys later. But yes, JSTERN,
luck.
it's nice meeting you. And
course, King.
yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, I am going to have to unpack, or not unpack, pack literally everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining this this podcast. I know there was a little bit more feedback on the game in this one, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it nevertheless. And yeah, hopefully it won't take too long for me to stream again, because hopefully it won't take me too long to actually unpack everything. But yeah, I will see you guys very soon. But yeah, go to Josh's stream now. Go to Josh's stream. Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Oh, and you guys better join on that Five Nights at Freddy's stream, or else you're so lame.